What's up, guys? Yeah, we're in Cape Town, it's waterfront. I'm being filmed by my guys here. Yeah, enjoy the rides.
Yo, what's up, guys? What's up? What's up?
What's up, bro?
Nice to meet you.
What's good, Zach?
What's good? What's good? Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you too as well. I'm a shake.
No problem, man.
Nice to meet you, bro.
Yo, Maji, you good?
Good. Yeah, I'm chilling. Bro, first time in Cape Town.
Yeah.
Cape Town. What's good? What's good? Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. What's good, bro? What's good? Yeah. Bro, there's so many people back there.
Rio.
Yo, what's good?
Nice to meet you, sir.
Y'all coming like this in Cape Town, bro? What's good, bro? What's good?
Nice to meet you, bro.
What's good? What's good? Nice to meet y'all. What's good, my guy? What's good? What's good? What's good? I'm trying to see where we can stand at, bro. Over here?
Guys, we're all going to go into the courtyard there.
Yeah. Hold on. Oh, bro, that's crazy. Cape Town showed up.
Streaming now, I ain't gonna lie.
Huh?
So more people show up.
That is true.
It gives me a chance to monitor the office.
Yeah.
So you just be yourself now. Because this
Okay.
looks okay with me for now. So let's keep it that way. Enjoy yourself.
Okay. Appreciate it. I appreciate y'all for coming out. I try to do as much as possible for the community because I used to be, I guess you can say like 4 or 5 years ago, I used to be in a terrible position in my life. And like it was so hard to get in this space of trading and you know what we have, the gurus and stuff that we have now. So it was so hard to do it. So once I made it, I guess you can say I made it. I kind of put out as much content to help everybody else because like once again, it's so hard to actually learn and get into trading without somebody charging you an insane amount of money. And then I see a lot of y'all's DMs a lot, so I've seen that people are mostly in South Africa, so I'm in South Africa. If you guys ask me a question, it can kind of get everything flowing. Like I'm not like I can like if you ask me a question, I'll answer it, and then we can go on question to question. So feel free to be comfortable, ask me a question, ask me whatever, and then we can get into it. Yeah. Last night. No. We was just talking about this, right? We was at what club was that? Soho or something. Trash. But we was there, and the guy's like, "You want girl?" And I'm like, "Yeah." So mind you, I'm getting drunk. Like I'm like, "Yo, South Africa, first time. Like, let me see what the vibes are." Tell me why I ordered 1 bottle. 30 minutes later, I look back in the bin, there's 7 bottles in there, and the girl's like ordering more bottles. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is going on? Yo, so then first night, I spent like 3-4 bands on bottles I didn't even want. And then I remember we was gonna leave, and I can see her like putting all the bags, or all the bottles in the bag and leaving. I was like, bro. So that's my first experience of Cape Town. And bro, we went from, it was like an 11-hour flight, got off the plane, put our bags up, and then went outside, and it was like, it's cool. It's a cool little vibe. It's cool. But I would say Cape Town so far has definitely been pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. But have all y'all guys, live here, like y'all travel from here, or like whatever the case might be? Everybody from Cape Town? Not everybody's from Cape Town? Wait, where's the guy who texted me and said he took a bus here?
Here.
Yo, this dude's a G. Bro, this man took a 5-day bus ride to get here, bro. This dude's a fucking G, bro. Yo, he's a G, bro. Yo, I'm not gonna lie, 5 days is a long time.
I'm from Malawi, so when I saw your story,
Milan.
let me just go out, man.
Yo,
I mean, like,
that's crazy. 5 days though?
Cape Town is close. I was like,
How was you feeling the 5 days there? Cause that's like a whole trading week.
Monday, you know?
Yeah.
Just sit in the bus. Like when we come this side, if you're not flying, you use a bus, and from the capital of Malawi to here, it's like 5 days.
Malawi,
5 days,
okay.
Yeah.
Got you. What's some nice places to go in Cape Town?
Been to Camps Bay.
Camps Bay? Somebody said that earlier, Camps Bay.
Stellenbosch.
Maybe.
French.
Is everybody on that side over there? Is everybody on that side over there? Oh. Huh? Oh shit. You have my what you call it too. Appreciate it. But yeah, feel free to ask me any questions if you have any questions.
Sorry. So personally, right? Okay, I know you focus a lot on gold, right?
Yeah.
Are you like struggling like to trade gold, like consistently? So like with you, how do you like approach like for a person like who has never traded gold? What would be like the first maybe 5 like tips that you give?
Someone who's never traded gold.
Yeah.
I guess it comes the first thing because I didn't trade gold for a long time, but when I first started trading it this year, one thing I had to notice is like the volume that it brings. It can pay out a lot and it can make you lose a lot.
Yeah,
so you have to really go like, because I come from NASDAQ where like a 0.1 is like $1. You get what I'm saying?
US 30 as well.
You know,
Like,
so
I
it's
trade
yeah.
USD,
So it's like by points, and with gold is like by the pips. So moving over from points to pips was one thing I had to learn. The volume itself and like what risk I should be risking, how much it should move. Like, so if I know gold moves, let's say 30 pips for example.
Yeah.
If it moves like that in one candle, I have to take that in consideration. Like US 30, for example. Like the US 30, it might not look like it moves a lot, but in points it does, if that makes sense. So with gold, I had to realize like, okay, what is the lot size I need to be using? What's the risk I need to use? And the volume that I need to trade in, which is New York session.
Okay, and then what strategy like do you like use? So like do you like what type of?
You don't know a strategy? I
Listen. So I use supply and demand.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I use order blocks. I use market structure.
Yeah.
So that's how I'm more consistent on US 30, right? But I want to get into gold, right? So like with gold,
what makes you want to get into gold instead of US 30?
I don't know. Just I feel like it's you don't have to be in the market, for that long, like when you're trading like with gold compared to US 30.
You're looking for more of a trendy move.
Yeah, like long term, I would say like I noticed with you usually hold trades like for long. So
yeah,
like how do you where do you catch the move, bro? Like damn.
I tell people all the time when it comes to like swing trading, the best thing I can say is like try to catch it before the momentum, like before that, because people like they tend to like get in when everything is like going crazy, and then it looks like I'm kind of like holding the trade for a long time, but I've really just been holding since before the momentum, and then the momentum kicks in, and then it's like, okay, I can let it ride for like 2 or 3 days or maybe more. So it's not like I'm just getting into a trade and like letting it sit there. It's really get in before the momentum, and then once the volume comes in, you pick a time when you want to close. But I would definitely say trade gold compared to like NASDAQ, US 30, SPX.
The thing is, I've seen gold is just going up, bro, and it's like
Yeah.
Like every time I see, I'm like, damn, I missed it again. Like I don't like know when to enter gold, like especially with the time zones as well when it's active. Like I've noticed like gold is very active like for us in South African time around like 3 or 4. That time we sleeping, bro. Like some of us are sleeping.
Wait,
or we working.
What?
Like listen, listen. I'm not a full-time trader.
Wait,
right?
no.
Listen, I'm not a full-time trader.
Yeah.
I'm talking about AMs. Not in the afternoon.
No, it doesn't open at 3 in the morning.
No. I'm not saying it opens, but I'm saying the volume of what I've seen.
Nah.
Okay. I guess I'm wrong there.
Nah,
and
you're
I'm
tweaking.
cool.
You wanna know why?
Okay.
Because I live in Europe, right? So it's the same time.
Okay.
3 p.m. is when the New York session opens. It opens
Not
at that
3
time.
p.m., 3 a.m.
3 a.m. you shouldn't be trading. 3 a.m.
You
is
see what I'm saying? I don't know how to fucking trade.
wait. You trade US 30 though.
Yeah.
So you trade
I trade
3
US 30.
a.m. is like. Yeah, I know it's 3 p.m. 3 p.m.
I trade US 30 after 3:30.
After 3:30
I
p.m.
look for-
right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's the right time.
Yeah,
It's
so
the same way with gold.
So okay.
It's the same way. Yeah. It's the same way. I was gonna say 3 a.m. trading gold. Yeah.
Dude, the thing is with my strategy, it doesn't work that way, bro. That's why I'm saying. Like I use order blocks, bro.
Matter of fact, just do it on
Okay, but like
do it on Instagram.
I don't know, maybe probably just me then. Shit.
That's crazy though.
But yeah.
Not you ask me what strategy I use, bro. Yo, we might have to see this dude in the parking lot later, bro. I think it should be. Yeah, what's good?
So I want to ask, but first of all, your videos have been very, very helpful. Yeah. I just started trading a few months ago, I think 3 months, and I feel like like my life has already been saved. But I want to ask, why don't you come live on YouTube and do some trading so we see your setups and
It'd be nights where, like last night, where I might do something, I don't know, spontaneous, and I might not wake up in the morning, like in a sense of like on time, if that makes sense. Kinda.
really helpful.
I know. But I think what I was gonna do, I wasn't gonna say anything. What I'm gonna do in November, I'm going back to America in November, so I'll do like a trade-a-thon thing. I was like, you know how like the streamers do like the 30 days, 24. I was thinking of doing something like that in November. Yeah, I was thinking about doing that and just live stream for 24/7, and then like take an account from like a small size to a bigger size for 30 days straight. I was thinking it was gonna be good. So.
Then you're gonna be millionaires.
Yeah, what's up?
Sorry, can I come?
Yeah.
Just a quick question, man.
Y'all can scoot a little bit closer.
If you are now marking your charts and you see an uptrend, the buyers push the market up, but in between the uptrend there's a bit of a consolidation.
Yeah.
And then it moves up. Do you put the TP at the consolidation section or do you aim for the top section?
Yeah, because if you're aiming and like, okay, I get what you're saying. So if you're seeing a consolidation box,
on the
right?
left-hand side, yeah.
On the left side, you would still target that because that's the same level that price wouldn't let buyers go anymore, if that makes sense. So if you're buying up into the consolidation, that's normally where the sellers and buyers were even fighting in the first place. So let's get the TP there.
Oh,
Because it might do the same thing. Like, for example, where's my phone? For example, on like BTC, it went up to the all-time high, but the all-time high hit up there multiple times, and that lets me know that there are sellers there sitting at that price level. And now if gold or not gold, BTC consolidates right there, it's cool because I know that buyers and sellers are trying to pinpoint that area and see which way it's going to break out. If that makes sense.
And then, like for me, I started watching your videos about 2 months back. I became profitable last week.
Yeah.
From a small account to 15K
Good
account.
job.
So I just want to say thank you for doing what you're doing. And then the other question is, like I'm moving now into making bigger trades, but
Yeah.
but how do you, if you have a 50K running on a trade, what do you think about if that trade goes sideways? What's going on in your head, man? Because I'm afraid to do that. I'm afraid to do that.
Oh, sorry. Oh, I got it. It should be in the next couple of minutes. Yeah. Do that one too. For me, I really don't even look at the numbers anymore. Especially in the beginning, it was something that definitely frightened me. But over time, I started to be like, okay, this is what I'm gonna go and risking. So if I'm floating up, let's say 50K, I wouldn't be very, I guess you can say, afraid or nervous about it because I would say, hey, this is my risk and this is where I'm gonna TP at. So like everything in between is irrelevant. And then I try to stay off the charts as much as possible when I'm in a trade because I know myself, I'll be in a trade and I'll be like, fuck, I should close here. And then I will close early. And then when I close early and it keeps going, I'm like, fuck, I gotta get back in. And it's just like, I don't want to do that to myself, because then that can cause you to, like, let's say for example, if like you get into a trade and then you're floating, let's say, you know, $1,000, and then you're like, your TP is 2,000, but you close at 1,000, and it keeps going, and you're like, dang, let me get in, and you try to get in for another position, and then you lose the whole 1,000 that you got anyway, instead of just holding it in general. So the best thing for me to say is, like, I try to stay off the charts whenever I'm in a trade and just wait for TP or you just stop loss. Yeah.
What is your advice for someone who's trying to hop on a trade prop firm?
Trade prop
Someone
firm?
who doesn't know anything about prop firm.
I hate prop firms so much. I hate them because, like, that's a whole nother topic, man. Like, prop firms, I feel like prop firms are a big scam in general, because I feel like it feeds off of people's, like, fucking, I can't think of the word right now. It just feeds off the fact that people don't have enough capital. Like, I'm a big believer in working hard as possible, and then once you feel like the time is right, then you go into the markets. Like, I'm a big believer. I don't like the whole, like, because when I started trading, prop firms wasn't even a thing, or it was like just gonna come out. And like, it was like, go to work hard, get the money, and then when you feel like it's time to trade, then you do it. Because for me, when I did that, especially like when I lost like $900 in the beginning, and I saved up for like 2-3 weeks to get that, and then I lost it in 5 minutes, it made me more, I guess you can say, it made me think more about my decision when it came to trading. Because then I was like, I don't want to lose this money that took me forever to get. And that's my way of thinking about it. So like, whenever I was trading back then, I would be like, okay, like, I don't want to just blow this money and just do dumb trades. Like, let me make sure every trade is A1, so that way I don't have to keep starting over. Because I know many people, they'll deposit Monday, lose it by Wednesday, and then they're depositing again Monday again. And that's like every week. You just want to really like deposit. When you deposit, you feel good. I would say a chunk of a deposit, and when you feel good, set on that, then you start, and then you try to work your way into like making like a daily income. Or like even like something that can just, you know, if your 9 to 5 pays such and such amount, that should be your first goal. Try to replace your 9 to 5 pay and then start scaling from there. So yeah. One over here. It was somebody over here.
Yeah, it was me. I saw you trade BTC, right?
Yeah.
So I tried trading that, and then I lost some money.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to know if you focus more on the 4-hour time frame, or do you go like down to the 1 hour on BTC?
For BTC, I was looking at the daily and the 4 hour, because overall the overall trade that I was looking for was going to the daily high, the all-time highs. And the reason I seen that was because the daily ended up making a higher low, if that makes sense. So it came down once, made a support, and then it went back up a little bit, and then came back down again, and it made another higher low. Which is where I was like, okay, let me scale down from here, 1 hour or a 4 hour time frame, and the 4 hour was building up. So everything was did off the daily and 4 hour.
So basically daily and 4 hours.
For that trade, it really depends on what setup you're trying to catch. Like, I hate to tell people like, yo, just this time frame, because like then you'll be so fixated on that one time frame, which is not the case. You should be able to, you know, trade on any time frame except for the lower ones. Like, stay off the lower ones.
Another question. I saw like the US had a government shutdown, right?
Yeah.
Do you consider holding trades like through things like that, like news and such? Because
Honestly, I didn't even know about the government shutdown until like 2 days ago. When I asked him, I was like, yo, bro, the US shut down? I was like, wait, what?
Because I was like, why is he in the trade?
Yeah, I didn't know that. And then even if that happens, things like gold and things like BTC, those things are gonna go up, because when a government shut down, most people are trying to invest their money so they can keep making money later on. So nah.
And I work at the stadium.
Yeah.
Why is he in?
Yeah. Bro, I was holding that trade for 3 days, and I was looking at it. I was looking at BTC when it stopped 2 days ago, and I was like, fuck, should I close? I was like, damn, bro. What happened if just like Trump says something, is like, yeah, forget about crypto, and it just goes to zero. I was like, bro, but yeah.
But otherwise, you want me to straight with was amazing, bro. Yeah, it's good.
Want to ask like the $100 challenge. You know, like we've seen like traders online that scale $100 to or more. Like, is that possible? Like, I feel like Alex.
It's no comment. No comment. No comment. No comment. No comment. All I would say is, whether it's possible or not, just focus on taking consistent trades. It doesn't matter about how much you scale your account from. If you're making good trades, you're making consistent trades, you're gonna get to wherever point you want to get to either way. Like the whole challenge thing, like it's a cool thing to look at, but like at the end of the day, you have to look at like, okay, am I consistent with my trades? Because there can be people that can scale an account from $100 to 10,000, but their trades are just random. They can't even tell you how they got in their trades. They just place in buy and sell, buy and sell.
Like what if, like for me, I consider myself as a risky trader. Yeah. Like I'm all in.
I would say I'm risky too. But
like I'm all in.
Like a calculated risk. Like the trades that I get into, I would say I'm more of a risky person with the amount of capital I put behind my trades, not just like the trades that I take. Like I'm never gonna look at news and see price spike up and be like, oh, let me sell it at the top. I wouldn't do that. It's more of like calculated positions that I'm like, okay, this is a good setup to get in. Let me put my money on the line, because I feel like with this showing me, like all these key points showing me that price is gonna do this, then let me put my money on the line. So mine's is a little bit different, because in the beginning I used to be that guy that would like see price buy all the way up, and I'll be like, I'm gonna be the only person to sell this. Let me sell it at the top. Because in your head it sounds good. It's like, okay, you see the candle going up. Imagine if it rejects and you got a position here and it wicks all the way back down, then you're up. Yeah, that shit never works. So yeah.
So you're trading fundamentally most of the time, or what?
A bunch of fundamentals, yeah. Yeah. So just strictly price action and market structure. Yeah, and then I trade based off the gold this year. The reason why I stopped trading NASDAQ, I actually have NASA right here on my arm, because I traded NASDAQ for 2 going on 3 years. And then this year with the whole like Trump situation and like him being able to tweet out and like the markets will like just randomly spike, I couldn't do it. Like I couldn't trade in markets like that.
So you also feel like it's like with the new Trump regime, it's like getting a lot harder to know which way the news is going to go in that.
It's not even which way the news is going to go. It's like the things that used to affect, because I traded, NASDAQ for 3 years back from 2021 until now. And it was like, what I seen when it came with like Fed rates and CPI and NFP, like price would really make a move on those days. Like the news would actually make a decision for the market. Now I feel like news doesn't even affect the market like how it used to. Everybody's just kind of sitting on the sidelines waiting for Trump to say something. And I'm not doing that. I'm not waiting on this guy. Yeah, so it's just like I stopped trading NASDAQ this year and I started trading gold. Yeah.
Yes, firstly I want to thank you for everything that you're doing for us. So my question was like, if you were to start all over again from the beginning, how would you do things differently to get to where you are in the most efficient ways possible?
So one, I'm gonna start off with the fact that when I first got into trading, I was getting into trading to help my mom and my sister. So I came in with this mindset of like, I need to help them fast as possible. And I didn't know how long trading was gonna take. It could be a couple months, it could be a couple years, it could be longer. And I didn't know how long trading was gonna take. So coming into trading, I feel like the first thing somebody needs to start off with is like the mindset of going into it. Like you gotta be openly prepared for anything. So anything can happen. It can happen the next week and you become, I don't know, fucking millionaire the next week. Or it takes you 5 years to do it. But that's one thing. I would say two, stable income on the side. Like if you're gonna become a trader, you have to have stable income until you become a full-time trader. Because I even, at the time that I was trading, I had like over 200K in profit, and I was still going to work. Because honestly, I was scared to even go full-time. Becoming a full-time trader is actually scary. Because like any month, there'll be months where you don't trade at all. Like even this like past 2 weeks, I haven't traded on gold until like yesterday, the day before. And it was like, those are weeks you're gonna have where it's like, there's no trades at all. So you have to be mentally prepared to, be able to get into the markets and then find an opportunity, or if there is no opportunity, be okay with that. But one, stable income, because trading is not going to be all the time. And then two, I would definitely say learn as much as possible before you actually start trading your capital. Preserve your capital as much as possible until you feel comfortable with the way you trade, your strategy. And then once you feel comfortable with that and you have like proven trades, so actually take trades on a day-to-day, like TradingView or a demo account, and see your stats, not your profits. A lot of people, they'll trade on demo and they'll be like, oh, I turned my demo 100K to $1 million. But it's like you took one trade with a fucking 100 live. Of course you did. So go and trade for like a month and then go look back at your trades and analyze your trades, get better with your trades, and then once you feel comfortable, then you go into the markets. But stable income, practice it, learn what you want to get into the market and doing, and then once you feel comfortable, then you do that. Keep it simple. All you need is stable income and practice. That's it. Nothing else. And backtesting is ass. Don't do that. Backtesting, I said this in the video the other day, backtesting, I don't know who made that a thing, but like, why would you, backtesting, so let's say, for example, NASDAQ moved so much back in 2022, 2023. Imagine backtesting that and then trying to apply that to this market. It's not gonna work. You have to put yourself in the market every day so you can see a live time of what's actually going on. Because you're trading based off the economy. You're really trading based off the economy. So the economy is constantly changing, especially this year. So one, practice on that too. Yeah.
Yo, Sai, first of all, shout out to what you're doing, bro.
Appreciate it.
I just want to say like my success after like finding out about you. So like anybody else, when you start trading, I'm only trading for a year though. I started trading like a few months after school. Like everybody, you start trading with the basics like order blocks, SMC, ICT, and then you win a couple of trades and then you feel like, okay, like I understand the strategy, I'm gonna keep going with it. And then you hit a couple of trades, you make good money, but then you go through like a break-even phase where you don't understand like this strategy was working, and I felt like I mastered it, but now I'm making money, I'm not making money, I make money, overtrade, you lose the money. And then like
do you take the same setup?
Yeah, it's like the same setup. It will work one day and then the next day it doesn't work, but you use exactly like the same confluences with like ICT, SMC, break the structures, order blocks, all that other stuff. Like that's the basics when everyone starts out. So I've been trading that like throughout my starting career of like trading, and I was making money. I'm not gonna lie, like I wasn't making money, but then there was a time like I was break even, so I was also losing a lot of money. And that's when I like found out about you like around August. I won't lie, at first I didn't mind you because I just saw you on my For You page. But you know what the algorithm does? You see one face, you keep seeing it. I was like, nah. And then it was like your monthly, like your monthly, your monthly P&L. I was like, only green days, bro. Like what?
People say that all the time. They're like, show losses. I lost like a month ago. And then 2 months before that, and those are like my only losses the past 6 months.
Once I saw you green days, I was like, nah, they're not that. I saw you trade price action and market structure, which I was also trading a bit as my confluences, but there was like the explanations you were doing is like things I wasn't adding. So once I added that, like when I started trading, I just forgot about like, I thought like you didn't really need higher lows, higher highs. So I skipped all of that. But then when I watched your videos, like it all made sense. And then like I told myself, okay, I'm gonna forget all of this. September, I'm gonna actually like learn. And then like I told myself, I don't wanna actually live trade ICC yet now. I wanna live trade it after I get paid. So like once we got paid, like just after the 25th of September, like I traded ICC like for the first full-time week. I won't lie, like, and I started on gold because I saw like you abuse gold. So I was like, nah.
Bro, I get so many DMs saying, bro, how do you trade gold, bro? What do you mean?
I use your concepts like because I was watching you for like a month and everything, so I felt like, okay, I understand your ways and whatever. Won't lie, like my first trade, I funded my account with 1,000 Rand. My first trade on gold, I made like after, and this is after like being in break even. Like imagine being break even and all of a sudden your first trade is like 5,000 Rand. And in South Africa, 5,000 Rand.
hear me out, because I asked him this question. I was like, all right, so is 1,000 Ren like actually a lot here? Like, if I live here and I have 1,000, no? All right, wait. Matter of fact, I know how to. What is rent like out here? What is that price? 20, 25? 18 Rand? 2018? 18 Rand? 18 Rand feels cheap. Rent, like living.
Rent for like
your house, your home.
Yeah, for like an apartment, like for 2-bedroom apartment, probably like $1,000.
1,000, so like that's what?
In Cape Town though, like in Cape Town.
Like Ren, like give me the Ren price. So 32K? 32K Ren?
No. 20K, 20,000 Rand.
Oh yeah, okay. There we go.
15 and 20,000 Rand, I could say that.
That's fucking a lot.
So remember the video you made where you said, guys, you must stack up, you must, save money. And I'm like, yo, let's do this, saying $500 is too little for me. I was like, yo, bro, you know, $1,000 is 1,000 Rand, plus minus.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm trying to get a price point of like, okay, that makes sense.
But awesome, just from my side, respect to you as well, what you're doing for the world, I promise you. I've been watching your videos, me and my friends been in it for about a month and a half. And I took a bit of a buy and gold yesterday, made about $55, which I'm happy about.
Yeah, that's good though.
But we still trying, And for everyone here, what I've learned, I promise you, actually last night when you dropped that video, what I've learned at the moment is 4 hour, 1 hour is key. Yes, 15 minutes, 5 minutes is good.
Yeah.
But I promise you, if you go 4 hours,
if you
1
trust,
hour,
oh my God, I try to stress this so much.
For me, is the biggest thing. You get your high on your 4 hour or on the 1 hour, right? You zoom out. You see the big picture. I remember in this one video where somebody's telling me, hey, your chart is making my eyes hurt, it's too bright or something. Then you change your candlestick pattern, you change it all to black. Meaning now you can't see buys and sellers. But as soon as you get your high and you pull your line for your resistance, we must now know anything above that, below that.
You got it, bro. People, bro, I just wish sometimes I can give people my mind so like y'all understand. Like, I remember when I first started trading, like, cause I used to trade ICT, and I used to trade like on the, like, basically my strategy back then was like support and resistance on the 4 hour. And once price got to the resistance level, I would go down to the 1 minute and wait for like a reversal. That was like the way I traded. And there'll be times where price gets to the resistance, I'll hop on the 1 minute, get my sell entry to sell it back down, and it'll just fucking spike up. And I was like, I gotta change this. This is not working.
Yeah, and I think the biggest thing is probably patience, eh?
Huh?
Setups, for the proper setup.
Yeah. So yeah, back into that, I switched over to like trading pure price action, just like straight candles. That's it. And the biggest thing for me was trusting the higher time frame. Like there will be times on the smaller time frame where price is like looking like it's rejecting or it doesn't want to go where you want it to go. But then like you wait and you come back like 3 hours later and the 1 hour candle's in a good position that you like. Because like it used to be a lot of times where I'll be like looking on a 5 minute and I'll be like, fuck, this looks like it's rejecting. And then I'll come back and it's actually... You know, like
looking at it, sorry to cutting in. And
no, it's all good.
Just for everyone here, because we all do that. You know, we all jump on the chart. We will go to the 15 minute, 5 minute. You see candles moving, gives you a sort of feeling. You know, that you need to get used to mentally for yourself. You know, because I can't tell you how to do that. You need to do that for yourself by practicing.
Yeah.
So the higher time frame is just takes the noise away of that. Basically.
Yeah, it takes a lot of the noise away, especially from trading smaller time frames. I think social media has put it in people's head where it's like trading is like fast money. So like when you think of fast, you think of like the 1 minute chart, 5 minute, like let me get in New York session, in and out, boom. That's just not, it's not how it's gonna go. It's not sustainable. Yeah, what's up?
I just want to know how long it take you to become profitable trader. Secondly, how do you deal with emotion or psychological side of trading?
I love talking about psychology. For one, I would say to where I want it to be, it took me like 4 or 5 months. 4 or 5 months of like just efficient, like, hey, don't do this, don't do that. Because I'm super hard on myself. Like, even when I was losing trades back then, I was really hard. Like the things I used to do to my own self, like if I lost a trade, I'll be like, all right, bro, you can't eat today. Like I was that type of person. So it was like, I really was like, yo, don't eat today if you lost the trade. So then obviously you're gonna want to eat as a human being. So you're gonna, yo, what do I need to do right so I can be able to feed myself, you know? So I would do things like that to, you know, even get to that. So me telling you it took me 4 or 5 months doesn't mean everybody can do it, but my conditions of me wanting to be where I wanted to be, I was like, let me be hard on myself. So I was able to make it happen in that amount of time. It could have took longer, it could have took less. And then for psychology, like, ask that question again.
Like, for instance, you put money or your last money, and then instead of like holding to certain point because of this is your last cash, you find you close before time, or whether you are on loss or you are on profit. How do you deal with that?
How do you do? So basically, you're saying,
like, when you put the money, like, let's say it's your last money, right?
I wouldn't do that.
Last money.
I wouldn't do that. Before you trade, I stress this a lot. Before you trade, you need to have saved up income to the side. I don't care if it takes you 8 months, 12 months to save up, because the way I look at it is if you're practicing this whole time, right? When you're ready to trade your actual money, you're gonna know what you're doing because you've been practicing for months on end. So you're gonna come into the live markets already knowing how to trade, and then you're able to use that live capital that you have to even, you know, further scale up from there. So like, basically what I'm saying is once you get done practicing, you should be able to go to your live and then have consistent income from that, is what I'm trying to tell you to do.
So let's say like now I master ICC, I understand how it works. So what is the minimum deposit which
That's
made
up
that
to
start
you.
with?
That's up to you. I would say, well, I don't even know anymore because y'all saying 30K for rand or whatever it was. It's just up to you. Like, I personally, like, me, I started with right around $3,000, and exactly. So it's different for everybody. I just felt like starting at that amount and being like, okay, I'm ready to trade. I was able to work from that and build up and scaled up. Yeah.
Number one, first of all, God bless you. And how can I say? I don't know how to start, but like last year I was failing my grades because, you know, every youngster want to start how do you make money online. But then I found out trading. But then, like, at first I was like looking into like a lot of not racist. I was looking like into a lot of white traders. Because, you know, the mindset of Africans, we think like the white make money. So I was thinking of like, bro, how do these white youngsters make money on trading stuff? Then eventually I found you, but then I thought like, bro, he's probably gonna scam you or something. I'm just being honest, we're all black, you see, so yeah. So I was thinking to myself, like, bro, this is probably gonna scam me. But I'm like, hey, let me try it. Because you look some rapper trading, I'm like, what's happening? Let me try it. So I started watching your channel, and then like, you know, there's not even much going on. It's very simple. You first talk before you like, you show everything. So I'm like, you're boring, I left. But then I came back because I was watching mostly Mamba FX. But then like that scalping felt weird because like the way he makes money is like crazy. When I tried it on demo, like I was losing, like, bro, why scalp when you can hold and make more than that scalping money?
Yeah, I think the same thing.
Yeah, so when I started watching you and then I'm like, ICC, like, what's ICC? Okay, that's when I started to learn your strategy. So as I was trying it on demo, but then most people when they start demo, they want to start with like crazy amounts. And in life you have to be realistic. So you have to start with small amount to see how much you can scale it. So as I started to learn your strategy, the only problem that I lacked is how long should I hold it? Like, because remember, it's all about the mind. Because remember, the human body reflects on, if you see you making money now, I feel like, whoa, I can like retire my whole family. You stop and cancel that profit. So I'm like, I'm trying to like, how do you like learn and hold that like psychology of holding trades till it should keep me in?
It's really just market structure that keeps me afloat. Like once again, like he was saying, the higher time frame is going to show you what direction his price is going to go long term. So it's really just thinking in the back of the mind, like, yo, like, let me believe in the higher time frame. Like, I might see this right now, but like, let me trust in the higher time frame that is going to go to this point. So I think holding my trades really comes down just the basic market structure.
Yeah, so like, how do you like eventually like, how can I say, like transition from exiting trades quickly to like being more patient and like trusting your process?
It was just something I really wanted to do. Like in the beginning, I didn't really like, it didn't, I wouldn't say it took a while for me to do it, but I was just like, let me just hold my trade and see what happens. It was more of that in the beginning, and then I started to see more and more that I would be able to be in trends for a very long time. And I was like, oh, like, okay, like now what do I need to see in a trend so I can keep doing this over and over? So honestly, I would just say it was something that was just trial and error. I wouldn't say it was like a specific thing that I changed. It was just like, okay, I see that this is working, let me keep doing it. So, yeah. Wait, this guy over here.
What's up?
What's good, man?
It's been a long time since I started following you. I think it was 2021 when you were doing that. You were doing that thing, that challenge where you took that 11 mil. Yeah. And then you were still doing the zooms and stuff. It was still my first time. Like I was trading and I was following you. I was a bit skeptical at first, but then seeing you, then I just decided to get on the workbench. But then after that, I kind of left trading a little bit because it wasn't really profitable for me. Yeah. And then I jumped onto pocket options.
Pocket options is a scam.
Yeah. So I jumped into pocket options with a few of my niggas here, and then but then I was really profitable off it.
I'm gonna paint a picture of what happened. You was like, bro, we're gonna run it up, pocket options, deposit.
I jumped on it first, yeah. So they saw that I was being profitable. I could like flip easily $40 to 1K, yeah, like that. So. But then after a long time, I saw it's like a scam for real. So I left it, but then came back. Once I came back, then I started watching your videos again. That was like now, I think, a year ago. I started watching your videos again. From then, I've been profitable ever since. But then my question is, what's your psychology like now that you're more profitable than when you're beginning to be profitable?
Let
me answer that question.
Yeah. It's a broad question.
Yeah. I mean, how did you take your losses in the beginning against how you take your losses now? But then you're profitable at the end of the day, but then you still experience losses. On your losing days, how did you take it psychologically?
Risk to reward standpoint, pretty much like. No, I'm just saying. I'm answering your question. Risk to reward is what keeps me like afloat. Because like back then, my losses would be like random losses. Like it would be things where I would just lose like a lot of money in one day. And then that's more like, it hits you kind of more because you lost so much. And it's like unpredictable, damn, I can't fucking talk. Unpredictable amount of money. So then you have more emotions because you didn't know you was gonna lose that much. And it's compared to now where it's like, I go in and I know what I'm gonna risk. And I know the outcome of it. If I lose or win, so I'm not really surprised by like if I lose. Like if I lose, I'll be like, I'm okay with that. I'm comfortable with that, because that's the risk I went in with. So it's like I wouldn't say losses affect me now because like let's say using a 1-4, that's like a 1-4 setup is what I'm trying to always find. So like even if I lose one, I know like if I hit my next trade, it's gonna make up for it. So it's not really bothering me because you have risk to reward there, and if you're not taking random trades and just in and out, you pretty much you'll be set.
And do you think there's a different psychology to intraday trading to swing trading? Because I'm more of a swing trader than
swing trading psychology. Yeah, holding those trades, you're like thinking in the back of your head like, dang, maybe I should close.
I'm in a trade for 2 weeks now. I'm just holding gold.
Gold?
Yeah.
You're holding buys?
Yeah, buys.
Don't even tell me. I had gold. Where was that? I had gold at like. Wait, where's my phone? Brandon, my phone. Bro, I was holding gold 3 weeks ago when it first broke out, and then I remember. Let me see my phone. I want to see the exact price. I was holding gold, and I was like, dang, it touched the swing high that I was targeting. And I was like, dang, should I close? Because it's at my swing high, that's my TP. So for people that don't know, whenever I'm in buys, I'm aiming for swing highs, and whenever I'm selling, I'm aiming for swing lows, and that's it. And then once price gets there, I'll make a decision if I want to hold the trade or not. And like the decision based off of like, okay, does it still look like it got volume? Is it slowing down? Is it an end of session? Things like that. Like I really just look at the volume side of it. Like, all right, it looks like it can still push? Is it rejecting a lot? That kind of means like when you start seeing rejections, that kind of can tell you like, all right, price is kind of dying down. It doesn't always necessarily mean that price is dying down, but rejections are kind of showing like, all right, it's getting weak here. But yeah, I was holding gold, and I was like, price got to my swing high point, and I seen it was slowing down. I kept seeing rejection. And I was like, dang, maybe I should close. So I closed, and then the next day it went all the way back up again. And now it's there, like where it's at now. If I would have held, bro. I know we all get those moments where we're like, dang, imagine if I got in here and got up here. Yeah, it's good.
Firstly, I want to say a big thank you to you for all you're doing, and your story actually inspires me a lot because I started like to hustle for my family, my older ones, even when I was younger, so I could relate to your struggle, like to a point, not like totally, because man, you've been through a lot, and scaling through that and becoming who you are right now is really inspiring. I want to say a very big thank you to you. When I first saw your video on Instagram, I went to YouTube. I was like, this guy has a lot of tattoos, a shoot guy. I need to learn from him. Yeah. When I started watching your videos, I was like, bro, I've been paying for mentorship, inner circles, like thousands of dollars. I'm not even joking. I'm not capping.
Those prices. I'm like, yo, people are actually.
Honestly, I'm a victim. But after watching, after watching your videos, I went back to my monitor and I was like, bro, I can see all these things. And that very day, I went on my knees and said, thank God, I found this guy. And from that day, I created an account. I started trading ICC concept. There was one time you posted on Telegram how you were building a rule book. And I screenshotted that and I wrote it down. I placed it just beside my monitor. And I put $50 in my account just a week, and I've been able to scale $300, right? Like yeah. So I don't have any question. I've been watching your videos. Everything you say is in my head. Like, I just want to say a very, very big thank you to you.
Shout out to Sarah.
I love you, man.
I'm gonna tell, so basically a little bit of my story for the people that don't know, because some of y'all probably do, some of y'all probably don't. But I grew up in foster care, so that's like, I don't know what y'all call it out here, but it's like where the government takes their kid or whatever. So I grew up in foster care, and my mom had me at 16, so she lost me like at 16, and then I pretty much grew up with like a random person, and that random person was abusive, verbally, mentally, emotionally, everything you can think of. She would use like the government money to basically party, do drugs, stuff like that. So I would see it firsthand with me and my brother. It was days where I would have to go steal out of grocery stores just to feed me and my brother. And I grew up in this. I tried to find an outlet in school in a sense of like trying to find friends. I wasn't really good at sports. I wasn't really good at like music or anything really. And I tried to find as many friends as possible, so I ended up fitting in with the wrong crowd of people because nobody else would take me as a friend back then. I used to have the worst clothes on, holes in my shoes, shirts was dirty all the time, and I fitted in with the wrong crowd. They ended up getting me in trouble at the age of 12, 13, and I went to juvenile at 13. And throughout this time, my foster mom as well, she was just like always telling me like, yeah, your family doesn't love you, you're a failure, you're always getting in trouble, fights and all this stuff. So like this is what I'm growing up hearing on like a day-to-day basis. And then also along, she would have like these random boyfriends that would just be like, y'all already know how that goes. They think they're dad, and it's just the whole thing. So I ended up going to juvenile at age 13, and I was like, I need to make something happen with my life. I wanted to kind of change like what I was doing because the whole fighting thing kept getting me kicked out of school. And I was really good at school. Like I was getting all A's and stuff. I was really good at school. But once I got out, I was like, I couldn't go to school because I was expelled, and I couldn't move either. But when I got out, my foster mom basically emptied the house when I came back. Like the whole crib was gone. And she was like, oh, I moved to a different state. And I was like, well, what am I supposed to do? And she was just like, figure it out. So at this time, I'm 15. Yeah, I'm 16. So at this time, when I'm 16, this all happens. And I'm like, what do I do in my life? I'm only 16 years old and I'm living on the streets. So basically, I picked up 2 fast food jobs. And I did this so I wouldn't be on the streets as much, like, because you have 24 hours in a day, so I really wanted to fill up as much time as possible with working, so that way at least I'm making some type of money, and I'm also staying off the street, because if I'm on the street, I'm probably just gonna fall back into the same situation I was in the first place. So I was pretty homeless for like 9 to 10 months, and then I kind of got fed up with it. I was like, bro, this is like I need to do something. Like, I don't know what I need to do, but I need to make something happen. So eventually a coworker ended up giving me a space to sleep, but it was like a disabled woman's house. So I kind of slept on her couch because she wasn't using the whole house. And this was way better than sleeping at the 2 fast food spots. I was like, the fast food spots, I was sleeping like the break rooms. So I was just sleeping there, one at nighttime and one in the daytime. But once this happened, I was like, I need to do something. I need to find out like where my mom is. So I texted my mom. I found my mom on Instagram, or not Instagram, Facebook, sorry. And I reached out to her. She had like 2 different accounts, but I reached out to both of them. And I typed like this long paragraph. I'm like, yo, I know you say that you don't love me, yada, yada, because that was put in my head. I know you don't love me or whatever the case might be. I'm gonna try to reach out to you, but I'm telling you from my heart that I'm homeless, I need help. And I went to sleep on that message. And when I woke up to a couple missed calls from her, and I called her, and she's like, where are you at? And I gave her the location, and she's like, I'm 15 minutes away. And this whole time I've been homeless, my mom was actually 15 minutes away in the area that I was in, which was so crazy. And she came and picked me up. I stayed with her. I shared a room with my sister, and I pretty much made it, like, from there I was just like working on pretty much trying to make some type of money. This was right around the time COVID was finna start. And my brother, he ended up choosing the path that I had. So he's here, but he's not in the family. Especially now my mom doesn't want my brother in the family, but that's a whole different story. But so it's me, my sister, my mom. And basically, yeah, I'm gonna shed tears over here. So basically, I was trying everything, Amazon, TikTok, YouTube automation, like everything you can think of. And I was like, yeah, this fucking online shit doesn't work. So then I was just like, let me just work a fast food job and see if I can make as much money as possible. Because at the time I thought making $600 a week was really good. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna just keep doing this. And then some lady told me about day trading, and she told me, and I asked her, because I was like, yo, what do you do for a living? Because she looked like she had something going for herself. So I was like, asked her, she told me day trading. I was like, okay, I'm gonna maybe test it out, maybe see how it goes. And that was pretty much the best decision of my life. Like, still to this day, I keep thinking in my head, like, imagine if I never asked that lady what she did for a living. Maybe I would have seen a whole different side of like trading, and probably would have came to it and been like, nah, I'm good, I don't even want to do it. Or, you know, you just never know. So I'm glad that moment happened. But all in all, everything came from like the whole moral of my story that I tell people was like, one thing that was in the back of my mind was like, no matter what's going on in my life, I just got to make something happen. Even if it doesn't work, like at least I try, you know? Like, I texted my mom, I didn't know she was going to text back, but at least I tried. Like, I didn't know trading was going to work, but at least I tried it. Like, at least I tried it. Yeah, what's good?
I'm in the same situation as you. I had one guy, we started maybe 3 years ago. We were trading Forex, but then that guy, he taught me Forex, but then, so my father, he lived for the milk, but I believe it like that. And that guy, so I thought, okay, this is my comeback. But then I took it as a way that I'm gambling. So like I wanna make, I put a 5K, then I wanna make like, okay, let's say 50K now, realistically speaking. I want to make 50K now. So I know that is not the mindset, but like, it's like I can't stop though. It's like I honestly can't stop though. It's like,
I get what you're saying. I thought the same way too in the beginning, but honestly you have to get over it, because it's like, people think that you can just like, it's possible, but it's not like realistic. Like, oh, get into the market with 1,000 and come out the rest of the week at 10, 20. Like, that's not realistic in the beginning. And it's not sustainable to even like, people always say like, oh, just start back small. Like, if you start small and you start building up, you don't want to go back small again, if that makes sense. So you shouldn't think of like, so like, huh? Yeah, you want to keep continue. You don't want to keep going back down. So if you start with 1,000 and by the end of the year you're at like, let's say 50, you don't want to go back down to 1,000. You want to keep building from that 50. So like, don't think of like, you know, trying to make everything happen at once and then like, okay, that's like, I turned this 1,000 to 50 in this 1 week and then that's it. And then start back at 1,000 again. You need to just keep building. So in another sense, just think of building all the time. Think of building, not flipping, building. I need to build up. So building takes a long time. Like the construction out here is gonna take them a long time to build it. So think of it in that mindset. Like, don't think of like, you're gonna have the house right, or you're gonna have what you want right here, right now.
Speaking of which, what's your risk management like?
I'm sorry.
I want to particularly ask, like, do you set a set TP or do you trail stop it?
I don't like the whole trailing stop loss. There's sometimes where I put my stop loss in profit, but it's not often. It's pretty rare. And the reason is because like your stop loss is supposed to go in a place where price is invalidated, your trend. So it's invalidating the trend. So if I put my stop loss in profit, or if I put my stop loss, you know, at break even or whatever the case, trail it. If price hits my stop loss, that doesn't tell me that the trend is invalidated. It just tells me that I just got stopped out.
Oh no, trail stop. I meant as if like your trade is in profit and then you basically set your stop loss.
But
So
if you get stopped out in your trade, it doesn't really tell you if the trend is invalid or not. So it can still keep going because there's sometimes where price pulls back. You never know when the pullback is going to happen. So you just have to, you know, keep that stop loss in a position where it becomes invalidated.
I never believed in trading before, and until I met my boyfriend. He's autistic, and he's very, very, very good. But his parents doesn't believe also in trading. And so, but while I watch him, while he's trading and so, but the one thing for me is like how he deals with his loss. But he's also making a lot of money because in one day he made 80K.
Yeah.
In one day, yeah.
So she's talking about me, but I just want to ask a quick question. Like you said, like you want to know what the average rent in South Africa is. It's like 20 to 30K. But there is places that's like decent. That's 10K. That's 5K. It depends. But let's say you make your $1,000. That's 22,000 or so rands. So basically, if you make that, let's say you got your rent covered, that's already a part of your expenses that you covered, but how do you go from the 6 to 8 figure trader? Like, how do you scale? Because I was also falling in the same, autistic, I fall in the same category as like losing friends to the bad influence, and I was talking to them and I was telling them, oh, I got this money, and they like basically used and abused it, but then this is my comeback season, but I wanted to say to you, like, how do you scale up from 6 to 8 figures?
6 to 8 is a big jump, I'm not gonna lie. Because that's 100K to 10 million. That's a big jump. You first gotta start with the stepping stones first though. Everything like I told him, it's about building, not just the end goal. Because really, like, even now, people say like, oh, how does it feel to reach this number, or how does it feel to reach that number? But it really doesn't really affect you because you've been making consistent profits. So really, it's just like a target that you hit. It's not really like an achievement, but it's like a target. Like, okay, this was level 1 that I hit. Now we got to move on to level 2 by doing the same thing I did to get to level 1. So it's really just building, like I told him, and don't think of it in a sense of like, I need to scale from this to this fast.
Change the psychology of the losses to but I'm asking, like, how do you take your losses and not let it affect you, like me, emotionally, so that I can progress to hit the next higher targets of profits?
I just told you this. Yeah, it comes down to just risk to reward. So as long as you know how much you're going in and how much you should be profiting, you'll be okay.
So let's say you risk like a 10K, you want to hit the 40K or so, and then you like...
Don't change it.
No, you don't.
There's some people that will lose a trade, so they'll risk like, let's say 1,000, right? And they're looking to come out with 4,000. And they'll go in with the risk and they'll lose that trade, and then they'll chop their risk in half to 500. Which then will mess up the risk to reward, because then when you take that next trade, it's only going to make, 2,000. So it really messes up the risk to reward. So once you pick a risk, stick with that the whole way. Yeah, no problem.
I'll ask you a question. Well, I have 2 questions. That's fine. So first of all, shout out to you, everything you've been doing, and shout out to being an inspiration to everyone. And my first question is, do you have experience with trade copiers? And what's your opinion on them?
I do. I would say if you're going to use a trade copier, I mean, that's up to you. I mean, yeah, depending on how much capital you have. Like some brokers, it really depends on how much capital you have because they only let you allow like a certain amount of lot sizes, a certain amount of volume. So it really depends on the broker, which will then depend on if you need to use a trade copier or not.
Oh, second question. Sorry. So when you're in a position, do you take partials? And if you do take partials, do you take your partials according to structure, or do you take your partials according to, let's say I'm at 1 to 2 or I'm at 1 to 3 or I'm going to take
It's everything based off structure. All decisions are based off what the trend is singing, and not like what price or like how much I'm up or like what kind of trade I'm in. It doesn't matter. If price is at a structure point where I'm like, okay, sellers could kick in or buyers could kick in here, I might take partials because of that. But never because like, oh, I'm up this much. Because like you may never know, the trend keeps going and then you could be up more than what you was just surprised about in the first place. So, one second.
You see, when example on the buy, so now we have the sell level and you have your indication. And there's the pullback. Why don't you enter by the pullback? Why do you enter when it comes above the sell?
Because it's a safer.
Just example, sometimes it still comes.
You're still lost.
Still come back down. You see. So why don't you enter like by the pullback? Because sometimes we do see changing momentum in the pullback. But why do you wait for it to go above the sell level?
Because so basically above the high, right?
Above the high.
Yeah, because when price is breaking above a high, that's indicating that price has bullish momentum above that level. So that's basically what that means. That's the only reason why I only buy above that level, because that is just a basic confluence for me.
So why? Yeah, I understand that. So then you get the higher high.
Mm-hmm.
So the higher high is the new indication.
Got a higher high, yeah.
So now it comes to the lower high or the higher low.
Higher low.
So why don't you look for a confirmation there? Why do you wait for it to be like in the
Because
middle?
the confirmation above the previous breakout level is where price shows me that this is where bulls are going to take control. Because,
Before it starts raining, let's go there and get a picture. Everyone's going to go in the bathroom. We're going to go to the
you
park.
scared me for a second.
Well, let's see.
I'm a very introverted person. Like I stay at home, I just chill, I be by myself, bro. I have like a few friends. So like but to answer your question, anything above a swing high, bullish. Anything below a swing low, bearish. Keep that in the back of your mind, like no matter what, and then from there you stack confluences to like overall benefit the trade that you're looking for. If prices keep breaking higher highs, that means price is bullish. Now you have to figure out when can you get into the bullish trend.
So can you enter maybe a smaller position at the lower low, at the higher low, the pullback, and then into the actual position?
I wouldn't do that either. Just enter one position. Oh, to also answer that second question, the reason why you enter above that level that it previously broke out is because, yeah, I know it's raining.
Yeah. Let's go get that shot there real quick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, where else could we go, bro? Under a bridge? Fuck!
It feels like Amsterdam all over here.
It feels like, yeah, in Amsterdam.
Yeah, I saw that.
Amsterdam, we expected like what, 40 people? Bro, 400 people came. I was like, damn. And then they kicked us out the venue and everything. I was like, fuck. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I'll get it there.
Okay.
Guys, let's move over to that place.
But overall, that lower high could be made. So if you enter before price comes back above the initial breakout, then a lower high could be made, and then you're stuck in a bad position. But the moment price breaks back above the higher high, that confirms that price is bullish. If it doesn't break back above that high, then you never know, because it can just create a lower high and go back down. Yo, what the?
Again, thank you very much, bro.
Appreciate it, bro.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah.
Can we get?
Hold on.
Bro, you're shaking, bro. Relax. Thank you very much. Bro, for a black man, bro, I'm proud, bro.
Yeah,
Thank you.
appreciate
I'll
it.
look back to you in a few years, bro.
Yeah.
ICC mafia to the world.
Yes, sir. You already know the vibes. Which one? Hold on, one at a time, guys. One at a time.
Yeah, we're gonna take a big selfie.
Yeah, of course.
Me inside, bro. So you say that market structure creates the intense little break.
Oh, my fault, bro.
Right?
I got my picture cousin.
This is hard.
Have a responsibility. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. I can't move. Yeah.
Got it, yeah.
Okay, guys. Let's keep the moving. Yeah.
We got it, yeah.
Go.
That's cool.
Guys, let us get underneath the shaker, please, man.
I really appreciate it.
Okay, let's move.
Yeah, one sec. Can we get over there, please?
We're gonna get in there.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Yeah, one sec. I got you.
Guys, let us get there first.
There is no way I can't get a picture with you.
Let us get there first.
Yeah, please. Yeah. Let's get over here first. It is raining. It's cold as fuck. Yeah.
We got it covered. Okay.
Mo, I've been chatting to you on Telegram, Mo.
No, you haven't been chatting to me.
What was it?
No, you haven't been talking to me, bro.
Oh, to someone else.
On Telegram?
Yeah.
Estimated amount of people is here.
Okay. Is it this account?
This one, sign.
Can everybody go on the front that side, please?
This is you.
Oh, no, that's not me. This is me.
Oh, okay.
That's a fake account. Yeah, we can go over there just a little bit so it's a light.
Okay, let's go under the trees here.
Oh.
Yeah, one more. You got it. Thanks, brother. I must say, one thing is that keep holding soul because a lot of them go through the same problem.
Yeah.
I can't touch your camera, bro. You do it yourself.
I'm gonna go over there.
One of them to do it.
That's a good one.
With like a blue screen and like someone taking a picture on the iPhone.
Thank you.
I got the blue screen out just man.
Oh, bro's up!
Nah, it's a screenshot. But
Okay.
I just want a picture of it.
Oh, shit.
Okay. Can we get everybody on that side, please?
Nah, this is boss.
I feel like I can come down here a little bit.
Don't touch your nose. Stay there. Oh, this is weird.
One more, I see.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's so nice. Wait.
Bless it,
Here's the
brother.
gold trade. Here's the gold trade.
That's a gold trade.
Yeah, this is the first ICC trade I took on gold.
Oh, shit. What do I do for discipline? Let me. Can I? I want to stand so I can talk to y'all.
Can I just get a quick picture?
Yeah.
Okay. Guys, let us get there first, please, man.
Yeah, one sec. I got you.
Get under the tree there, so you're completely underneath. Sorry.
Oh.
He's pushing me. Is it? Did it just get warm?
Yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say. Okay, okay, bro.
Sure.
Yo, bro, I was like, where was the discipline question at? For discipline, what else do I do, you said?
Obviously you need discipline in trading, but in life, do you practice discipline with any other thing other than trading? Because I feel that it's important in other aspects of your life as well that will come through in your trade.
I have my hits and miss when it comes to discipline. Okay. I would say overall, your trading should reflect over anything anyway. So as you're being disciplined in trading, you're gonna kind of do the same thing automatically when it comes to real life. And then also as well, like even the way you trade and like how disciplined you can be in that just puts you in a different, like your schedule is gonna, like, let's say if you like, hey, I want to trade at this time and do this and do this, you're pretty much gonna schedule out your day. You're gonna know what you want to do. You're gonna get up and already know what to do. So it's kind of like you already have that discipline in you already. So it's nothing extra that I would say you need to do. It's just do what you need to do in trading, and it's gonna reflect already. Because like I have to be up at a certain time to trade. You have to, you know, once you take a position, what should you do afterwards? You can go to the gym, whatever. It really doesn't matter like what you do, as long as you know like, all right, this is not affecting my trading, then I'm cool. So it's not really like a discipline hack. It's really just like making sure that you're able to get into the markets, find what you're looking for, be able to take a trade, and then once you do that, step away and do something, you know, productive if you want to, or you can go have fun, whatever the case might be. Yeah. Sleep away, yeah. Oh, bro, there was so many times when I used to lose trades and I would just fall asleep. Just go to sleep.
Yeah, man.
It was good. Yeah, you good? I'm chilling.
What is your watch list? What does it consist of? Your watch list? Because I saw you up
Just gold and gold, BTC, and Nasdaq. Yeah, somebody, because sometimes I have a bunch of trader friends, so most of my closest friends are not traders, and then the friends that I kind of associate with, they like are traders. So somebody was telling me like, yo, look at this, and I'm like, I was like, fuck it, you know, like ICC price action works on everything. So it's like I have no problem with hopping in any markets as long as the market has volume. So there's a difference between people that, you know, trade, you know, gold, Nasdaq, US 30, or even some forex pairs that move a lot compared to like, let's say, I don't know, EJ or something. Like those things don't really have much volume. So it's like, I wouldn't trade things like that. Just if it has volume, and most of the times it's something US related. Like I think I fit well with a lot of US related things. So like EU worked perfectly because it moves here in New York. So I wouldn't change my schedule up just to trade like GJ or something, you know? So yeah.
So if you
no, go ahead.
Hi. So if you mark out your high and the low on the 1 hour time frame. So for example, if you're going down on the 1 hour and you scale down to the 5 minute or the 15 minute and you get the break of structure, but we're still going down on the 1 hour and there's a break of structure on the 15 minute.
On the 15, right?
On the 15 minute. So is that the indication that price will eventually become bullish?
Yeah, so I get what you're saying. Yeah, that was a thing that I ran into in the beginning too as well. Is like, it might look like, let's say the 1 hour is still going down, so you might see that red candle, but if the 15-minute structure is building up back bullish, then overall you should be thinking in your head like, okay, I see that the 15-minute is building up. Let me trust this because I know it's going to play out later on. So it's really about just letting the higher time frame, like trusting it. Oh, I was like, who's that? How did he get up there? But it's really trusting the higher time frames. At the end of the day, you might see the 1 hour, it looks like this, but overall it's like bullish. You see that's in the bullish trend. So the moment that you see the 15-minute time frame go back bullish, you're like, okay, that's my key. And then once you enter above like those swing high levels, that makes it 10 times better. So yeah, you.
For respect for what you're doing, man. And then I have two questions. So a few years back I tried this trading and I also paid for a course, but then I dropped out because I couldn't understand all the shit they were talking about, and also I couldn't find a broker or app that I could trust to use. So 2 weeks ago I found your video, because after that I just started hardening like cryptocurrencies, waiting for the next bull cycle. And then I found your video like 2 weeks ago, and I thought I want to get back into it. And then when I listened to what you said, like the market structure creates trends, and trends don't create follows market, don't break market structure. That kind of like gave me all the information I needed. So when I look at what you're talking about, I understand all those things. The question I have is, what apps and brokers do I use? And then the second one to ask that the market, the price volume or the volume you're talking about and the market structure, that applies for all things that you're trading.
Because I strictly trade gold, so that moves here in New York, but depending on what you trade, it might be different. And I do trade just based off the volume. And then for brokers and apps, I use TradingView and I use Liquid. Yeah.
Sorry, man. I don't know if anyone else have a question first.
Oh, one sec, because he was asking the question. Liquid and then TradingView. Yeah. And that's what I use. You don't have to use what I use, but it's what I'm comfortable with. I've been scammed by many brokers before, so trust me, I've been.
You know, any one of the platform I can use a demo? XM.
I use XM. So it's a bit of a funny thing. So since I've watched your videos on YouTube, so I've been sitting late nights talking about 5 o'clock in the mornings, figuring things out, writing on the whiteboard, like the gentleman who explained, writing down, market structure, trade trends, things like that. There was one video I think we spoke about where you were teaching people the structure and all of that.
Yeah.
And you mentioned, I'm going to say something about points, but people don't know what points is, so you didn't say
Points,
it.
yeah.
So that's another thing that we also have to, for ourselves, is to learn about that, looking at what is points, how to convert it from points to pips, and know how your broker works with regards to that, because you can put in a SL and a TP, but you don't understand that that's also going to count against you, or can count against you. The question I want to ask you, have you ever made use of candle blending? Blending of candles?
Reading candles?
Blending of candles, sticks.
Like blending.
Blending?
Yeah.
Blending candlesticks?
Yeah.
Like, what does that mean?
So for instance, say you're now in an uptrend, right? And now a consolidation period comes into play. So you take a few candles, you take the open and the close of the last candle, and you wick them out. It will actually give you, for instance, like a shooting star or a hammer, telling you.
Oh, I don't know nothing about that.
Telling you more or less in that consolidation period, because most of us will sit in a trade, you go through consolidation like, and I'm gonna close here, I'm gonna jump out, and then in that candlestick blending, it will actually tell you that the market is still going up, because maybe you have 10 candles, but it means maybe like it's a doji, which means it's just this indecision. So, and after that, there you go.
That shit sounds confusing.
So as I'm saying, so that's the type of things that I'm just trying to play around with. But I'm still using your ICC, but just trying to make it my own.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. That's still cool though. That's still cool though. I just
But just look at that,
First of all, I would like to thank you for this opportunity.
Yeah.
Because, in reality, there's no point for someone who's doing good to do this. I just thank God for the kind of art you have. But then I want to take you back to the time where you started, when the money really meant something. You understand? Because I know, right now, you don't really care about the money.
Yeah.
But then, when the money you're trading with was your last money, like somebody.
Why do y'all keep saying that? No. No.
Yeah.
It's not the last money. It's like when you start trading, like how I, try to teach people to start trading, you want to get in with already having the knowledge of what you want to do when you get into the markets. You shouldn't be getting in with your last money. You should have saved money and active income. You need to have active income because this is going to help you not be stressed out about your trade.
Yeah.
So it's really going to take your whole emotion away from the actual money part because it's saved up money. You already have checks coming in, so you're not really stressed about it.
Because the reason why I was asking this question is, I don't know how to deal with losses when when I lose a trade, I'm like.
Do you go into the trade with knowing how much you're gonna lose?
Yeah. But then still, I'm like, when I lose maybe 3-4 trades in a row, I'm like, do I really need to go back in the market so I should just...
In one day?
Yeah. Because honestly, I saw you on YouTube
like a few years ago, but then you know, like I thought I was sleek. I thought maybe I can scalp.
Well, I'm trying to be on that
you know, when I first saw your videos, you were like, okay, swing trades are better than scalping and stuff like that. But then for me, I was like, I need this money now. I mean, I can't just sit at the and watch the market do its thing. I need to make money. And then I lost and lost and lost and lost. And then I was like, okay, how do you deal with stuff like, because like where I come from, honestly, my dad and my family, they're like, I've never seen anyone that makes money out of trading and stuff like that. And then that could hold me back on really trading. That's one of the reasons I came here. Because where I come from, honestly, I've never seen a profitable trader. Like,
Be the first.
Yeah, of course. That's why I'm doing all this. Like, I came here to like witness for myself. Like, is there really someone is Sai real? You understand? You understand?
Imagine if I was AI generated.
You see? And then, that's the thing. I was like, how do you deal with the losses? Like, how do you go back in the markets knowing you keep losing consistently? You understand? I don't know.
Well, for one, if you're trading live, you should already have like a sense of what you like your strategy. You should have a sense of what your strategy is and what the outcome is. So calculate or like even track the data. Like let's say go on demo realistically and see if what you're doing is actually profitable in the first place before you get into the live markets. Because you might get into the markets live and then you're losing, you're stressing, and then you're like, yeah, let me change up what I'm doing. And what you're doing could have worked, but you just kind of, rushed the process of it. So overall, I would definitely say just like practice first to see if it actually works what you're doing. And if it doesn't, you change things around until it does. And then once you find like, okay, this works 60% of the time, 70% of the time, this is what I'm gonna stick with, then you go into the markets. So then that way when you're trading with that saved money, you're pretty much stress free. You saved money, you know what you're doing, you feel comfortable trading, you're good.
And then I got lucky. I would say I got lucky a few weeks ago when I blew my account, and then I just started looking on YouTube, and then I went back to your videos, and then I started watching, and I saw you were saying you're coming to Cape Town.
Yeah.
You understand? That was like something I never expected. That's why I really
I didn't even
efforts.
expect it.
Yeah, but then on my side, you understand? Like, okay, now in a few weeks, looking at ICC and stuff like that, I'm really confident right now. Like, okay, I'm seeing some. Yeah. And then the thing is, the other guy was asking, like, when you have like a support or when you have a high, let's say that, and then the indication has happened, and sometimes it doesn't reverse on the actual area we marked. Sometimes it goes down, and then you say that's a no trade zone, right? But then you wait for the market to turn around, and then it moves so many pips before it reaches to that area we were waiting for.
Yeah.
And then the whole time you're just holding back, waiting for the price to reach that point.
I get what you're saying. No, it depends on what like gold, for example. Like gold now, it's kind of hard to. That's why I haven't really traded it as much recently for the past 2 weeks, except for this week. I traded once with a small little buy. When price is moving up sporadically and a lot, and there's no like real pullback, then you kind of leave it alone. But also as well, price doesn't have to pull back to that initial zone. So I was talking about this in Amsterdam. Somebody asked like, why doesn't it always come back to the breakout point? And it doesn't have to, but that's what you would want to see, because like when you're buying back above that swing high, you have more confidence about it. But let's say if price is above that level still, and it's like pulling back, and you're waiting for your buy setup, and it's pulling back, but it doesn't pull all the way back to the zone, you're just realistically looking for a structure on the 15-minute to flip back bullish anyways. And no matter where it stops, overall the higher time frame is going to make that as a higher low. So if price gets to a point, makes that high, and then we have the indication, we have the correction. That correction is making a higher low no matter where it stops at. It can go under the zone or above the zone, wherever. It's still, at the end of the day, going to be a higher low, which is what you want to see. So you're really just waiting for price to switch back bullish on the 15, also the 1 hour, and everything aligns, and then you can trade that. It doesn't necessarily have to go back to that initial zone.
And then you were talking about Donald Trump, NASDAQ. Do you also incorporate ICC with fundamentals, or what? Do you look at news and stuff like that? Or
Yeah, I look at news, but I stay pretty aware of what's going on. Just a tad bit. Not a nerd about it, but just a tad bit.
So thanks, man. 2 questions, man. Your ICC is a problem for some brokers. So I want to ask if which broker do you use that currently, or even previously, you've been using it for quite some time, that is giving you the maximum amount that you've withdrawn with no issues?
I've been using Liquid for literally 3 years now.
Liquid. Okay, how much maximum have you withdrawn with no issues?
I don't.
Okay, okay, fine.
They're a good broker, though.
Yeah. The second one is, have you ever made use of any prop firms? And if you've done, which one do you think will be?
I'm a big person on no prop firms. Yeah.
Never made use of any.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, firstly.
Appreciate it.
Personally, I combine 2 FX energy and yours. I look for weekly for any FX and daily go round down. Then when I'm coming to 1 hour and then I'm less, then I'm waiting. I just want to ask about the sessions. In order to enter, must I wait for a session in order to start, in order for the volume?
You said, how do I wait for a session, you said?
I wait for a session to start in order to enter a trade. Or during, because sometimes I do wait, then the market just shoot up or down with the volume, with the session. It doesn't return them to the area that I'm marked. Then
I think I'm trying to understand you.
Okay, let me calm down first.
No, you're good. Just ask the question.
Okay, in order for you to take a trade, do you look for sessions?
Yeah, you always want to trade in the volume. Most of my losses come from trading outside of volume, and then most of my wins are when prices, like if you've seen some of my trades, it kind of looks like price just goes in one direction. That's because of the volume. Structure is going to build that momentum, and then when volume kicks in, it releases, and then that's why it looks like, the trade is moving like crazy big. So it's really just down to volume. So yes, all the time.
I know you said that you needed like a stable income to trade, but like my friend has like a selling strategy.
Yo, so like my idea was to come to Cape Town with a certain amount of money, and if I can't trade it out, then I can't make it out of Cape Town.
What the fuck?
Yeah, bro.
Is he stuck in Cape Town now?
No, hell no.
Man, that's what we've been doing the past,
past like 2-3 months.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
That's crazy.
Situation whereby I was funded 3 times with Alpha Capital. Now I want to know what could be the possible reasons why I'm not getting that payouts, because I was funded 3 times, but when I get to the level I lose the account funds.
What are you doing differently from when you got funded? It's got to be something, because you can get funded, but then once you have the funded account, something changed, which is why you're feeling it. So you really have to ask yourself, like, what are you doing differently? That is true. That is true. I would just look into it, like, because most of the things that we do are very psychological, and we can be unaware of it sometimes. Like, there's things in your life where you do it for a reason, and it's pretty much from like your past or like experiences or whatever, like however you think about it. So I would definitely say the reason why is probably something psychological. You might not see it, but it's probably something along the line. Because you can trade the phases, but as soon as you get to the actual funded, you do something completely different. Because if you can pass the phases, you can make money on your live. So yeah.
So just coming back to what he was saying, right? I had a similar situation to you.
Get a good setup, you think it's a good setup, you're trying to see if it plays out. And if it plays out, you get paid. No matter how much you get paid, you get paid.
Yeah.
So over time, you're starting to stack up, build up, so it's gonna change, you're gonna start making more money. But first, you have to get into the right setups. Focus on the setups. Why the setups are wrong, why are they right, what could you do better? You could do that too as well. Just overall see what setups are working and focus on that. because money's gonna come regardless. If you're making the right setups, you're gonna make money regardless.
Okay, question. So like, probably like 90% of the guys here, we like grinding 9 to 5s or whatever kind of jobs you get. How do you structure your life so that you can be optimally in this trading game? Because it's very psychological, bro. Like sometimes you'll get a good trade, maybe today, the next day you smack all of it out. You're in a negative. And you might get that trade maybe like the next week again, but then you just draw down again the following week. So like,
You're not learning your lesson.
bro, you know what? That's the same thing I'm thinking, but like, how do you like break through that barrier? You know, it's I don't know, dog.
You have to do the exact opposite of what you're doing. That's one. But
it happens a lot, bro. Like you make money now, and then you're like, okay, cool. Let me stick to what I've been doing, right? And then maybe like 3 days after that, you like big drawback. But then it comes to what he was saying as well, like your risk to reward.
Something you're doing too, it's literally something. Because if you get it right, so if you get it right the first time, and you say that you're doing the same thing over and over, but it's still not working afterwards, there's something different that you're doing that you wasn't doing in the beginning. If you made something right the first time, you did everything along the rule books. If you did it right the first time and something's different the second time, there's something wrong because you're not doing what you did the first time. If that makes sense.
I feel like also coming back to that thing that you were saying, that you need to have a lot of money. Like you need to stack up first, and then I feel like you won't feel it as much if you maybe you break it down, and you after taking that L, you know, okay, I'm good still, you know, I'm still gonna have. So you need to give yourself some time. What you said earlier, just give yourself some time, save up an amount of money that you know, okay, this is gonna be enough to take me somewhere.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah, perfect. He gets it. You save up as much money until you feel like exactly what he said, until you know, like, if I start trading with this, I know doing the right trades in a month, I can be at a good standpoint. Because like trading really small, I know how it is. Trust me, like building up capital is super hard. But like once you're actually saving up and once it's time for you to start, everything's gonna go by so fast. Because then you're gonna be able to make enough money where you're like, oh, I'm not even stressing anymore. Because in the beginning, you're trading this small account, trying to trade it to a big account. And you're trying to trade it because you know if I got a bigger account, I can make more money. So why not just save up income that you, instead of like, look at it this way. You know you go to work, you know you're gonna get paid. You know you're gonna save up, you can save up money to the side. You know that's like inevitable. Yeah, you know that's gonna happen. Like you know you can save up that money. But you're trading with a smaller account, you don't know if you're gonna trade that to $1,000, to even scale from 1,000. But you know you can save up 1,000, so it's a difference. You might as well save up, and then when you feel like you're ready, you might as well build off of something big instead of trying to scale something from very, very small and take it to big and then try to scale up from there. Like you might as well just go in. Yeah, you could do that too as well. You already know how. Huh?
They listen to you. Ask them to be quiet. You can. They listen to you, I swear.
Huh?
Ask them to be quiet.
Yeah.
Wait. Yo, guys, real quick. Everybody's trying to ask questions. There's a lot of side conversations, so if you guys can just maybe walk back, talk a little bit, so the people that came to listen can hear. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
I just had a question. I was wondering, I understand your strategy when it comes to the entries, the 5 and 15 minute. You need 2 market structure shifts in your direction. I was always wondering, because I've seen this play out in the market, I would see sometimes 2 highs get taken, but just the wicks. So the bodies are like, there is, how can I explain, there's 2 market structure shifts, but there's no break-off structure, and the bodies aren't even giving a proper 2 market structure shifts. It's not giving a proper, it's not clear.
What do you trade?
NASDAQ mostly. And I've only started it recently, so kind of a beginner.
Yeah. I get what you're saying. I personally haven't. So you're saying price takes out a high, basically?
So it's almost like it's consolidating, but it's also giving an entry at the same time. So it's not clear with the bodies, but you see it with the wicks. What do you prioritize when it comes to the
I don't know about that one.
Like, do you prioritize the bodies or the wicks?
I would, to answer that question, the body candles for me, because I feel like when price closes at a certain price point, that's price telling you like, hey, this is the level that price chose to stop at, if that makes sense. So if price wicks out, that means that buyers pushed them down from that level, and then we ended up closing at that level. So that means that's the maximum level of buyers or maximum level of sellers.
So it sounds like you're actually prioritizing the bodies, the more clear market structure.
Yeah.
So I can ignore the wicks then. I can
Yeah,
just
the wicks can be a little tricky because, you know, like news, for example, and then you're looking at that wick and you're like, what am I supposed to do with this? But if you look at the body close of it, you kind of see like the structure plays along with everything else.
Awesome. And I had another question. When I'm holding a trade, when it reached my take profit, I exit 50% and I leave the other 50% as a runner. I noticed this one time I left the runner, but it showed me 2 market structure shifts on the 5 minute against me. That's when I exited the trade, but it just exploded up afterwards. How do you exit your trades? So what confidence do you get when you're holding a long-term position? How do you decide to actually exit the trade?
It comes down to basic market structure. So like, let's say a price gets to that high point, I'll probably close a partial. Or like if I see that price potentially could go higher, like let's say if I'm looking at the 1 hour, I have a 1 hour target, I'll probably scale to like a 4 hour to see, hey, could this go more? And then if I really don't think so, then, cause like, to be honest, once price gets to your TP point, it's all on you at that point. Like you can close, you can keep holding, it's up to you. You don't have to, but like these are things that you can look at and be like, okay, do I think that it could scale more? And if you feel that way, you continue to hold. If you don't, you close.
I saw on Friday yesterday that Nasdaq was actually at an all-time high, all-time high. So I thought maybe I should hold or maybe I should close. I thought I closed the position because it was Friday.
Yeah.
But
that doesn't mean anything.
So I
don't like when y'all say that.
I can hold it to the
I heard somebody tell me one time, they was like, bro, I closed the trade because I have to go to work. I was like, what? Well, yeah, go ahead.
No, so I was just wondering, like, just how do you exit? What gives you that clear move that shows you must exit on a long-term hold?
Really just the structure itself of like, let's say if I'm on a 15-minute time frame. Let's say if I'm on a 15-minute time frame and I see that price is breaking back down, building lower highs, and I'm gonna buy, then I would just overall close my trade.
So
if I start to see any signs of bearishness, I'll rather take the risk of closing the trade and being safe than, you know, holding it and then stop loss hit. So it's really just like, let price tell you what it wants to do and then you go accordingly.
But you focus mostly on the 15-minute instead of the 5.
I wouldn't say I just mainly, I look at every time frame. So when it comes to trading, I wouldn't say I specifically only look at this time frame. I'll be flipping through my charts, looking at different time frames because I might miss something. I might see something on the 4 hour that I wouldn't see on the 1 hour. I might see something on the 5 minute that I didn't see on the 15. So like when you're in a trade, price hits your target, flip through the time frame, see what could work, make possibilities out of it, and then once you make those possibilities, what is the likely outcome of it happening? Put those things together. Is it making more higher lows? Is it making more highs? What is it doing? And then from there, you make a decision if you want to close or not. If you feel good about the trade, there's no signs of price being bearish or there's no signs of price being bullish, then you go accordingly and work it that way. Yeah, what's good? White shirt.
I just want to touch up on like how, sorry, can I just come in? I just want to touch up on how like the alerts has been really important to me. I never really used to like take notes of alerts, but like I watched one of your videos, you say alerts help you stay off the charts. Yeah. Like once your alert hit, that's like when you come on the chart. I just want to show you how it really helps me. So this is German 30 like 6 days ago.
Yeah.
When I woke up, I trade German 30 London session because it moves crazy around that time. So this was my setup, right?
I think that's when you're supposed to trade it.
Yeah. So I could see market reversal because of like the clear structure.
Yeah, the higher lows.
So like you can see, I put my alert over there. I stayed off my phone. I'm only coming on when my alert hits. And then my alert hit, and that's when I came on. Okay, my alert hit, and I knew we don't trade indication. So you let the market indicate. Back in the days, I would chase this move. And I would understand why I'm chasing, because you said, like, if you're a beginner, you get that.
You see a bunch of things going in one direction.
I'm trying to catch
it's a psychological thing.
So I was like, okay, that's not me anymore. I'm trading ICC now. Let me just watch this indication. Like what I like about ICC also, it teaches you patience. So I knew, okay, this move is just indication. I just need to wait for correction now. And I knew this move is only making a higher high.
Yeah.
So what did I do? I put my alert below the level, so I know I must stay off the charts now. I come back once my alert hit. So I named that alert correction phase now.
Yeah.
So I got an alert that now Germany is in the correction phase. I came back on the chart. So I know now this is where I need to be on the chart to get an entry because it's about to make a swing at the bottom and get above the level. So it came above the level. You can see the entry was clean. I already drew my line.
Nice one.
And then I was in profits like 0 drawdown, bro, like crazy.
Yeah, that's
So
what when you're trading price action, the drawdown can be very little, especially when you're entering back above that zone. Because when you enter that trade and you trade with the volume, everything kind of pushes in that direction that you're looking
If you
for.
check, bro, I've been sending you my setups, bro.
Damn!
I've been sending you my setups, bro. Like, here we go. This was
Damn,
gold,
that's some
right?
nice ass setups.
This was gold. And then gold told me we're bullish. And then bang, gold win. And then I actually saw, that's the reason I was watching the setup and I was watching your video. Like, I was locked in all of September, bro.
You're taking some good trades though.
Yeah, I won't lie. And then this was, bro, like, check this entry, bro.
Yeah.
And then, but I didn't have psychology to hold this. I closed over here because the market retraced
Target
it.
price is targeting
But
a
look
low,
at it.
yeah.
Look what happened, bro. I was like,
Bro, whenever you're in a sale, swing lows
But, like,
only. There's no close just because
this was gold. This was gold. That was I knew. Gold banged and then full TP on gold.
Look
bro.
at that, bro.
Like it's
at that.
too clean, bro. This was US 30, bro. Like no drawdown, bro.
Yeah, see?
So that was on the 5
Your trades are clean.
Yeah, like ICC, bros. I forgot about SMC. I don't like. One thing that touched me is like when I watch your videos, you never once spoke about order blocks, fair value gaps. I was like, damn, bro, it's just market structure. It's mad simple. I'm like,
The thing that was for me when I started, like, I guess you could say teaching people, it was more of like, how can I explain the way I trade, but in like the simplest way possible, like the best way I possibly could. So that's
for me to come like out of break even and to like be hitting these numbers like 5K days, 3K days in rands though, not like USD. Like that is just crazy to me, and I'm only trading ICC for like 2 weeks now, bro.
Jeez.
Damn. So like Monday, it's back. It's back.
Oh,
bro.
you
Like,
bet. The
I'm
market's
like-
dead.
It's nice. It's nice.
Yeah.
It's nice. And I'm only trading for a year now, so like I told myself, I'm forgetting everything else. I'm just moving forward now with my journey with ICC.
Bro, that's crazy. He started 2 weeks ago, and then I'm here in Cape Town 2 weeks later.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why like I had to meet you, but I seen your face. Alvin made you see me again.
Yeah.
I'm like, and now you're like Cape Town next. I'm like, nah, I screenshot and sent to all my friends. So let's go meet Sai, bro. And then you were late to them. Like,
Any more questions?
Yeah.
Yeah, what's good?
Yeah, dude. I just want to say I appreciate your videos, man. And yeah, shout out.
And
My question to you is, I got a whole notepad here. Let me just. Cool. So my question to you is, as a young trader yourself, what advice would you give to someone like me who's also young and trying to stay independent while building through trading? Because for myself, I work like a 7 to 6 job. So it's like times when I try to trade while at work, it doesn't like fix around that time. So pressure at home as well. Like my mom's like, why are you trading? Because it doesn't make sense. To us, like gambling and so I don't want to badmouth my mom now. Yeah, let's keep that out. So yeah, what would your advice be like to someone who's like trying to be independent and just trading?
Always, there's a will, there's a way. I mean, with the whole job thing kind of taking up the trading, I would try to find a solution to that and look at see if you can find a way around it. And I would definitely say try to set alerts if one thing, because I used to work from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. and that was like taking up pretty much the whole New York session, pretty much the whole day. And what I did, I got like an Apple Watch at the time. And when I got this Apple Watch, I would set alerts on TradingView. I have my phone in my pocket, set alerts on TradingView beforehand, so before I go to work, know what my setup is. So then once my alerts hit, I would pull out my phone, take the trade real quick, put the phone back in my pocket. So that was a workaround for me when it came to working and then also trying to trade. And it also kept me away from like being like greedy or FOMOing certain trades. So it definitely kept me away from a lot of things, but that was something that I used to kind of, you know, trade and go to work. And then on break, obviously, I was, you know, trying to trade on breaks and stuff like that. That's something I would say. And then with the whole parent situation, bro, it's all good. My mom was the same way. Me and my mom used to have like arguments about like, yo, cause like, remember I got kicked out of school and I didn't go back afterwards. So my mom was like, oh, you need to go back to school, do this, go get a city job, this and that. Cause I would like, mind you, I have used my work money to help my mom out. Yeah. So then when I had that one job and I was working and then I started finding trading, I would use my checks and blow them all, and then I would have no money for my mom's. So then she would get upset, or why don't you have any money? And I would tell her, oh, I'm trading. She's like, why are you gambling all the money away? She's like, but now my mom, so it's a different story now. Because now my mom, she's always telling me, she's like, it went from stop trading is gambling to you need to make sure that you put your money into some investments. I'm like,
I'm gonna make her sure.
Shout out my mom, though. Without her, bro, I wouldn't be here, bro. Without my mom, I wouldn't be here, bro.
Yeah, so I just have a question, right, in regards to the entry. So when you're waiting for, like, for example, you're watching the trade on a 1 hour time frame, right?
Yeah.
And it comes about the level, let's say for a buy. Do you wait for the candle to close above that level, or like anything if it just reaches above that level?
No, anything above that level with the volume is going to push regardless. And as long as you got the structure below it, so like if you're in a buy, as long as you if it's buying off of a higher low and coming back above a previous level that broke out, you should feel confident taking that trade because you have the higher low, you have the swing high getting broken, everything is aligning being bullish. So it's gonna go with the volume regardless. You don't have to.
I just need to know that because I was just a bit confused, man. Like it's my first week. I've been only on ICC for 1 week. He put me on to ICC, so we were all on. We were like basically all over with all the strategies, SMC, ICT, and all the blocks and all that. So he showed me ICC, and I was like, oh, okay, this is easy. So I went in, put my first trade, like got around like 4,000 rands from 1,000 rand to go up. So in 1 week, so like I just want to say thank you so much, man, for everything, especially to get all that for free. Like, yo, it's crazy.
I can't believe y'all was getting taxed out here. I mean, nah, it's getting actually worse. Like, course prices are like final bosses, bro. Some people are charging like 8 bands. I'm like, damn, that's like 2 months of rent.
More than that, bro. There's a dude that charges like $2,000. No, I don't know if you guys know him, Deoparandi.
You don't know Deoparandi?
He just spams entries.
Yeah.
He just spams entries as it goes. But to add on to what he was saying, like we took this by New York session on gold, right? Yeah. So it was above here, so we were more than confident to enter the trade because we had the market. Even though gold is dropping, we knew gold dropped, but it failed to make lows. It's just making higher. What is this? It's making.
What's that? 15?
Yeah. So we knew.
Is this above a 1 hour zone though?
No. Consolidating in that area a little bit.
But it failed to make the lows. But then we just made highs. But he was saying like you said, anything above the level, we're confident because there was an indication over here, right?
Yeah.
And then we entered, right? And you said put stop losses below. Like I want to touch on that. If you hit the market structure, your stop loss
here.
Yeah, we'll further down.
Here, price. I see. I get what your vision was. Oh, good trade, good trade. My bad.
I just want to touch on.
My bad.
You said that like he's actually true. Your stop loss on hit if you hit the market structure, which is why I put the stop loss over here because I know the setup is invalid if we break lows.
If it breaks here, that would be more invalid than breaking here, though.
Exactly. So, like you see, the trade just went above.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
and
it
then,
still worked
like
out.
you said, sometimes the volume will give you the indication, or sometimes you will be in the trade to take with the volume.
Yeah.
So yeah,
you want to be in the market before the volume, or like at the market kicking in with the volume, and then you're in the trade. You don't want to be in the trade or trying to find the trade when the volume's already kicking.
Yeah.
It makes no. I tell people all the time, like, you would rather have your house prepared for the storm or be in the storm. Like, always be prepared before it happens. Yeah, 10 minutes. Yeah.
So I just want to picture with you, if you don't mind.
Yeah, of course. Well, we'll do it after. Any more questions?
So, Sai, remember when I asked you the first question when we were like, literally when we just started? I was asking those questions because I only like recently started like watching you on Instagram and stuff. So I had like no clue. I don't even know what your strategy is. So that's why I asked that question, because I was like, you know what? I've seen you post and I followed you, and I was like, you know what? Okay, cool. You're having something in Cape Town, so let me pull through and hear about it. After hearing this guy talk about the strategy, I'm gonna like really dive into it and kind of look into it more, because the only thing I know is basically SMC, you know, like order blocks and all that stuff. It's cool, it works with some, but like with gold, I feel like whatever you
like, I won't lie to you, ICC gave me the fastest consistency ever.
We used to be scared of gold. We were like, nah.
Yeah, I've seen that. Everybody's scared of gold for some reason.
I bet. But man, bless you, man. I pray that like God just like helps you keep doing what you're doing, man. It's like really helpful. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like a lot of people are trying to make it, bro. Like it's tough, bro. Like if you know, if you were to know like the economy of South Africa and how like things are going, it's shit, bro. Like our government is trash. Everything is just trash, bro. So. Hey man, like if you have people like you,
it's the same way in America. Well, we just had a whole government shutdown. Like.
But yeah, man, I appreciate you, man, and God bless, man. From my side, man, I want to just like, if I ever do have a chance, I want to pray for you, bro. It's something a lot of people don't see it right now, yeah, what you're doing, but I feel like later on in like a couple of years, people will be like, damn, bro, like it was such a good thing, and like it was like people will be so grateful of what you're doing, bro. Like, bless up, man.
The biggest thing, like I said earlier, like I see the trading space, and I see that everybody's like, there's not like a lot of real traders out here. Cause like, this is how I think of it, right? This is how I think of it. Like, if you can make, why is it so loud?
It's so raining here.
Oh, bad? Ah, sheesh. All right, but for me, like, if you can make, like, let's say trading, you can make $5,000 in a couple of minutes. Why would you?
Don't worry about it, bro.
That was fucking loud. That was just loud. But if you can make $5,000 in a couple of minutes, why would you charge somebody something that you can make in a couple of minutes yourself? And like for me, it's no problem with me just pressing record. Like if you're a trader, if you're a day trader, think of it this way. You have a lot of free time on your hands. If you're gonna make a video anyways, and like I get the whole like, oh, like I don't wanna put my content out there and give all my hard work away. Like I understand it, but we're all human beings, and the market is like $1 trillion market plus. So it's like, just because you teach somebody something doesn't mean it's really going to take away from what you're doing as a trader. So like also as well, like think about the library, right? The library is free to go in. You can get a book, pick it up, learn it, right? So why isn't trading the same way? Or why is a lot of things in this world not the same way, where people can go and get the education without a hassle? Because everybody, like I can tell everybody what to do, but obviously everybody's still going to make mistakes. So it's not like everybody's going to get it. Not everybody's going to understand it. Like there's a lot of people that trade SMC, but are a lot of people profitable? Exactly. So it's a difference. Like we can all go to the library and read the same book, but we take a different concept from it. So it's like I'll put the content out. If people use it and it works for them, it works for them. If it doesn't, they move on to the next. But that doesn't affect me. So I feel comfortable with doing it that way, because I know when I came into the game, there was not a lot of education out there. And I know how hard it is to even get to a certain point. And I've been through pretty much everything that y'all have been through. Over trading, no money, no capital to trade with. I've been through everything y'all been through. Nights where you, like, have you ever been on your phone like all night just looking at the trade that you put in? And then like you don't go to sleep because you keep constantly checking it. And then you lose it, and then you're like, fuck, I stayed up all night just to lose. I've been through that. Like it was nights where I would be like, bro, this shit is not working. Like whatever I'm doing is not working. So it's like, I'd rather put out the content to show people like, yo, this is like the outcome of doing this. Like you do this, the outcome, this is gonna be the outcome. Like I'm telling, like I hide nothing from nobody. Like this is what you do, and this is the outcome of it. If you do the opposite, this is the outcome of that. So if you do the right things, and I'm trying to tell you the right things to do, even if you might think like, oh, it's just like a small tip or whatever, like everything I say is like something I've done before, and I've already experienced the other side of it. Like I already traded. I used to trade when price didn't have no volume. I seen the outcome of that. I used to overtrade, put a lot of positions on. I used to over leverage. I did all these things, and then I teach to y'all like this is the right way to do it. Instead of doing that, just do this. Make it simple for yourself. So yeah, I would just say the biggest thing for me, bro, is pouring out to as many people as possible because we're all human beings. We're all just trying to live life and have a great time, and you never know when your life is over, so why not help people?
No, that's what I feel. Like I want to risk everything I have, though.
What's up with this guy?
That's how I feel.
It's a buy. It's a buy.
That's how I feel.
Yo, this dude is scary, bro. What's good, bro?
So you were talking about now. Sorry. So you were talking now about you used to overtrade, revenge trade, and all that, and I can surely speak for everyone that got into trading. Like everyone was a victim to the psychological problems that everyone faces. I want to know, how did you deal with those psychology problems, and what solutions did you come up with to deal with the psychology problems?
Overall, understanding that whatever I'm doing is not working, so that was one. It's like you'll get in a habit of like overtrading, revenge trading, and stuff like that, and you really don't see it in the beginning of what you're doing. But then if you actually take a step back, because there's sometimes where even if you're winning, you need to actually take a step back and look at what you're doing. So like every month, just take a step back and look at like how your week went out, how your month went out, because then you'll start to see like flaws in what you're doing. Like even to get to where I'm now, like it was like back then I would take a lot of trades, but now like I only take trades where I feel like I'm 100% confident in it. Like I feel really good.
I saw in your post you took no trades this week, right?
Yeah, I haven't took a trade for
I saw, yes. And that was, I was like, yo, this is discipline. I can't do that, you see. I'm going to trade this week, but I can't do that.
Respectfully, that's what separates us, because you say you can't do it, but you can. Because I used to be the same way. I used to have a problem with I need to be in a setup. Like for some reason, like psychologically, when I first started trading, for some reason I felt like I had to be in a buy or sell, no matter if I was in a right trade or not. I felt like every day I had to check my phone, I was in some type of trade. That was like how I used to think back then. But now it's like, okay, let me not be in the market as much, because you're at a risk. Once you get in, you're at a risk. So why would you want to keep putting yourself at risk every single day? Even though you think you can win, why would you put yourself at risk every day? Like let's say, for example, real life example, you can go to the hood and nothing can happen to you, but if you go to the hood every single day, one of those days something is going to happen to you. Same way with trading. You might go into the market every single day and you might feel like you got it, but one day you're going to lose everything, and then you're like, fuck, I should have just waited.
So just wait to be patient. Another thing I want to add on, what that thing of having to trade every day, do you think that could maybe be because all of us were programmed from school, whatever, like you have to work hard for what you want all the time, and the 9-to-5 programs is like to sacrifice your time for money. So in trading, we think like the more trades you take, the more money you're gonna make. But it's actually the opposite. The less you take, the more money
you make.
The more money you're gonna make, because quality over quantity, isn't it? So how do you like reprogram yourself from that 9-to-5, sacrifice your time for money, to now working, trading an hour a day or 2 hours a week, and then you make more than a doctor in the whole month. So how do you?
Isn't like setups, like having setups on higher charts, like 4 hour daily. So then you don't have to look on the 1 hour the whole time. Just go to the 4 hour the daily. Look for the best
just wait for your setup. Just wait
It really just comes down to waiting. I know it's so easy for me to say it, and then when you try to actually do it, it's hard. But like honestly, bro, like think about like just from a risk to reward standpoint, like the video that I made about risk to management. Like think about it from that. Like you take 1 or 2 trades, or 1 to 4, 1 to 3, whatever the case might be, and a couple of weeks you can be to where you want to be at. Like so don't stress about like, oh, I need to take a setup or I need to take a trade. Just be calm, wait for your right setup, because you want to stack up on wins. You don't want to keep getting into a trade hoping you win. You want to be able to get into the trade, win the trade, 1 to 3, 1 to 4, or higher, whatever the case might be, and then you're waiting for your next trade, because that's also going to print the same thing. So if you're risking 100 to make 400, you win that trade, that $400 trade, you should be looking to wait so you can win your next one. Because then you're going to have 8, and then you're going to have 12, or so on and so on. And from there, it just takes away pretty much everything, because you're like, okay, I'll be patient, because I'd rather win a trade than lose it. Or at least have a higher probability of winning the trade than losing it.
rather just take an initial sit up in the market.
Yeah, you don't want to. It's the same way with like investing, bro. Like you don't want to invest into everything just because it's there or just because you have the money to do so. Like you pick the right things because your trading is an investment. So you don't want to get into every single setup because every investment is not a good investment. You'll have 100 bad investments before you have that one right investment. So think of it that way. You'll have 100 losing trades before you have that one good trade. So you'll rather take 4 trades than those 100 trades because overall, like, especially with your, like, if you don't have a super high win rate, which you don't have to, going into the market every day isn't going to be the best decision.
Appreciate it, man. Thanks for coming all the way, man.
Yes, of course.
First question, what's your most profitable time frame based on your...
Probably the 1 hour time frame.
Okay.
That doesn't mean stay on the 1 hour time frame.
Because like I'm conflicted between 1 hour, 4 hour, and daily.
Use all of them.
Yeah. So usually it would be like high time frame is the final confluence. Trade entry is a lower time frame. But then when it comes to like actually monitoring like the price going to TP, then you see like because you enter the trade, the confluence were matching, but then when it's gonna hit TP, you see like divergence in terms of confluence. So now I ask myself, do I like rely on high time frame, close the trade, or keep it best on it? So how do you like manage that?
Oh, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, you see, because
the daily could look like one thing, but the 4 hour might look like another.
Yeah.
But everything else aligns except for the daily. I get what you're saying. With things like that, so like let's say if I'm looking at the 15, I know it's gonna carry into the 1 hour. So look at it from like carrying over into something. You might see something on the daily, but it might not look like that in a couple of days because of the 4 hour has been building up at a certain angle. So just overall think of it from a standpoint of like, okay, like let's say if you're looking for buys, the 1 hour is bullish, the 15 minute is bullish, but the 4 hour looks like it's wicking out. Think about, okay, the 1 hour is building up. I see the structure is bullish. So let me trust that because I know it's going to bleed into the 4 hour. And then I know the 4 hour is going to bleed into the daily. So it's the same way with BTC. Like BTC was looking like bearish to me at first, but I seen that the 4 hour was bullish. It was building up bullish. So I was like, okay, I might think that the daily doesn't really look too prominent or promising. So let me just still take this buy because the 4 hour time frame is doing so.
And then trading journal wise, like do you use like an Excel or do you have something, or is it like just monitoring?
I use TradeZilla. Yeah.
To ask something, how do you journal your trades? Like what exactly do you do before you journal?
For me now, my journaling is definitely different from back then. Back then it was more of like, when am I entering the trade? What am I looking for? How did I find the setup before and after? And those are things like I would look at, like mostly like what time am I trading? And most of the times it was always volume. So I knew, all right, volume's when I'm most profitable. And then it would be like, what setups am I looking for? Did it break a high? Did it break a low? What am I looking for? Those are things that I journal, but my journaling is way different from now. Like now it's probably more of like, okay, what was the overall mindset behind it? Like, how did I even find this trade? Because I think a lot of people don't even understand why they even find the trade in the first place. Because you hop on the chart and you're looking at it and you're like, all right, I'm a sell. You have to see something in the markets to make you even if you don't trade ICC, you get onto the markets and you might see like, I don't know, a support broken and you might think, let me sell. So then you have to overall like understand like what is the reason behind that I feel that way on the charts, if that makes sense. Like I get on the chart now and if I see like, okay, it's going up a little bit, I think it's a buy. I have to point out the reasons why I think it's a buy.
You trade preference or just personal?
No, you're like the third person. Personal. I've been personal for pretty much the beginning. Yeah.
And on personal funds, you just keep them holding.
Like, can you explain the psychology of someone who's like relying on prop firm and someone who's like trading their own capital? Like, what do you think is like the defining thing in terms of being successful and scaling up quickly?
I mean, I really don't understand. Well, I never really like actually seen like somebody from a prop firm. Like none of my friends trade prop firms, so I never really seen like in first person of what the mindset could be. But I just know like the entry level of getting into prop firms is really a bad thing because people get into it thinking like the more capital I have, the better I can trade, which is not the case. or they think that having more capital means that you're obviously going to be successful no matter what, which is not the case either. So overall, I wouldn't really understand too much of how a profitable prop firm trader is, but I do know the difference between trading your actual money and then trading, you know, like in real time. You have more emotions and attachments to it. So it's better to trade with your live money because you worked hard for it. So then you're gonna have a little bit of emotions behind it. You're not gonna make emotional decisions, but you're gonna be more cautious of what you're doing. I feel like where prop firms is really like, oh, I could just buy another account.
So what's your average loss like on a trade on a daily or a weekly? Because on average, prop firms give people like 10% of capital. Is yours higher or lower, or it depends on what you trade?
I risk 10% per trade, yeah. Because I'm looking for a 1 to 4, so it's always like 40%, maybe more. I'm okay with that. So,
like, do you care about your win rate 35% more, or it doesn't?
Not really. That's kind of crazy for me to say, but no, I don't.
You have a question?
I would prefer to not lose, is one thing. I would prefer not to lose, but wait, I just lost train of thought. What's up?
Let's do pictures soon.
Oh, okay. I got you. What was the question again? Sorry.
So like you say now, you work hard for your money, so you shouldn't have emotion. But I know when you trade, you shouldn't have emotion. You said when you work hard for your money, you have emotion. But like for example, I work hard for my money now. I'm gonna have emotion now, but then like I don't have emotion.
You don't have emotion. You have emotion. He's confusing me. All right, you want to do the pictures? Yeah.
All right, we're gonna do pictures. Can we just make a line, please, so it can be organized? We'll do one at a time. Everyone get the picture. I promise.
I lost my train of thought.
I know, I messed you up.
Everybody go back. Please go back. Excuse me. Just go back.
Can we take like one picture with one picture?
Bro, we're doing a single file line. Single file line.
Just go back. We'll control this thing properly.
We are a family, so
just one picture.
Okay, yeah.
All right, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Everyone's gonna get a picture.
my family.
Thanks a lot, man. Appreciate you, man.
Yeah, appreciate it, bro. Thank you.
This light is low-key killing you.
Huh?
This light is low-key killing you.
Is it aggressive?
Yeah, I see. Guys, we just shoot that over the
are you sure?
Yeah, it's like right there. You see me working, bro. Like, relax, dude.
What happened?
Thanks for coming out today. I appreciate you guys.
Side by side. We gotta watch that.
Yeah. Oh, it started pouring down.
Yeah, just like
Yes, of course, bro. No problem, y'all. You have the ad-libs going on in the back.
Oh, yeah. They want to do a quick video.
Oh, ready? You want to do a video?
Yeah.
Should you just be standing here?
No, so we record. What you want to do?
What?
Did you start the video?
Hey guys, get the line moving.
Okay. Alright, you good, bro.
Okay, bro.
Lock in, bro.
When you meet in Miami, bro.
In Miami? Alright, bet.
Just remember my face. Hopefully, when you come again,
Got you.
Gonna take snap quick pics in one video. Quick.
What y'all want me to say in this video? I want me to say that.
Bro, appreciate you, bro. Nah, for real.
Appreciate it, my guy.
Just 5 seconds. I just want to pray for you, bro. Like, please. I just want to pray for you. Lord, I just come before you and I pray that with whatever Sai is doing, I pray that you bless him and help him, Lord, to reach more people and help people to be more profitable and live lives that are fulfilling. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Appreciate it, my guy.
I'll be
What's up,
texting you, bro. I'll be texting you.
I gotta find you, dude.
Alright, no problem.
Thank you, bro.
Oh yeah, no,
Thank you. No problem, my guy. Yo, what's good, man? What's good? Thank you for coming out, bro. Wait, which one am I looking at? Fine. Thanks, bro. Yo, what's up, man? What's good? What's good? Oh my God.
That camera, amen. Thank you very much for, the legend.
Thank you, bro. Who gave me this jacket?
Where'd you get that from? I want to do you and me, your face. Come closer. Look there.
Appreciate it, man.
James.
I started thinking like I was Jake Paul for a second.
My jacket.
Oh, appreciate it for the jacket, bro. I was fucking freezing.
Alright, one more. I actually booked the VIP class later.
Oh,
son, your phone. Jacket there. Your phone.
That shit came out tough.
Hold on. One second. Thank you.
Oh my God. I hope everything's going well.
That's mine, man. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, man.
Next.
Oh, let's go, my guy.
Once again, yeah.
What happened?
Hey.
Oh, there it is.
Okay.
60. Thank you, my guy. Much love, bro.
Let's come back to Cape Town, eh?
Let's go, man.
Bro, I don't know who made this new one.
Oh yeah, that new iPhone update. Wait, do it again.
I would.
The new iPhone updates.
I don't know how to turn the flash switch on.
That's your brother. You want to show the AP?
Shiny!
Yo, I wasn't gonna bring no chains in South Africa.
Don't ask that chick.
Sounds good, man. No, I don't think it's that much for everything.
Yeah, no.
I just think it's sitting up. We throw money. After we're scrapping, but that is wrong. I don't like it. I don't like it.
Damn, this camera clear as hell.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, I gotta give me one of those. Let's go, my guys.
One more.
Bro, check my DL out, bro, please.
Bro. I'll do it. What's your Instagram?
FXRio.
FXRio?
Yeah, you can check it right now. I've been like the first day I started, I think I sent you a message. I was like, bro, Sai, this is my first day actually watching your videos. You will check. That's the exact date. We're not actually like started watching ICC. You will see the exact date.
Alright. It's gonna pop up later.
Sean, bro. Appreciate you, bro.
Appreciate it, man.
Much love.
Let's go, my guy. My guy, how you feeling? No problem, my guy. Huh? I'm doing good. I hope I don't get scammed by those girls again. Appreciate it, my guy. My guy.
I'm gonna get the chrome marks on.
That's what I'm saying. I was thinking the same thing. It's good.
Looks. Same phone.
My guy. Yo, bro, what are you shaking, bro? Calm down. Oh, it is cold. It is cold. Appreciate it, my guy. What's good, my guy? What's good? Sure.
We're done.
Almost. It's good.
We met yesterday, remember?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, we met, yeah.
We met yesterday. How I said, can you just make a shortcut to say hi for people in Angola because they're also following. Because it's gonna be short.
Who am I making a video for?
Angola, you know Angola?
Angola?
Yeah, let's make a poor thing. You say you yeah. Guys, you say you know.
West Africa.
Yeah. You
So
can
I say it again.
So you can say anything basically. We have a lot of your fans there, so basically you can just say shut up for them and motivate them because
I know.
Yeah.
Say it again so I can say the right words.
Oh, Angola. You can say
Angola.
Yeah, Angola.
Alright, shout out. Alright, back.
Can do it?
Yeah. Shout out Angola, right?
Yeah, Angola.
Shout out y'all boys. I hope y'all boys get really, really far, bro. Shout out ICC. And much love to y'all guys.
Shout out ICC Mafia.
ICC Mafia, you already know.
We don't have too much to say because everybody know what they must do. So at the end, we just want to meet you again and show you the bro how much love, bro. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it, bro. Appreciate it. Thank you.
I'm sorry for confusing you.
No, it's all good. It's all good. You can't be full margining your account. I know that. Stop doing it. I think we're good though.
Appreciate it now. I'm gonna look back at this video. Appreciate it.
See you, my guy.
So I just want to look back at this video, be like, FX Rio, you're gonna make it big with ICC, bro.
Wait. Okay.
I go by FX Rio.
I thought you was gonna say that.
My name is Rio, so I call myself FX Rio.
Yeah.
I just need to be like FX Rio. You're gonna make it bigger than ICC,
Alright,
bro.
I got you, bro. Alright, so FX Rio, if you're looking back on this video, bro, I'm proud of you. You made it, bro. Shout out to you, bro.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna be doing my own mini one in America.
Yeah. What's good? Oh, what's good? That was like. Huh?
Yeah.
You follow me?
Huh?
That's all you know. See me.
This is the place, man. I don't know if you want to go. The table's booked.
Is it actually a good place?
Yeah, it's very hard to get a table here, brother. I did it for you.
Hit me! Hit me! I'm trying to have fun! Wait, do that again. I was talking. Do that again.
So go a bit slide back. See if you can get full. Thanks, man. Sure.
Take a picture.
Right up shoot you?
Yeah. Yeah, you already know the vibes.
Bro, the game for it's side baby again, bro. Bro, you make the song Viking.
This is YMW Melly.
Not to push up, bro.
That's Bishop. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
No, I'm cool. It's my G. It's my G.
All right, my guy. All right, come on, let's go.
Appreciate you coming.
He's got some. Wait, where is those? Oh, what's your Instagram? Give me your Instagram.
Okay.
You want me to get it?
Yeah, Brandon, get it. My phone's dead as hell.
Sai, must
start for the wall.
Oh, whose jacket is this?
Yeah, 10 gentlemen that booked you a table somewhere.
We're going. I'm gonna check it out.
Come on, man. There we go.
Not get to you.
Yeah.
Sai, wrap it up, bro.
Unexpected as usual. I drink. This is before. We're gonna come back after, and I'm gonna show you.